Chapter 321, Shang Clan City Uproar. Despite using rank 3 peak stage cultivation against a rank 4, Fang Zheng still won. Not only did he overcome the odds, he even defeated such a strong expert like Zhu Kaibei. He is truly a promising young man. This is no doubt a grand victory. Zhu Kaibei even used his killer move Zhen transformation, but was still beat until he sprawled on the ground by Fang Zheng, forced to admit defeat. The attack of the 8 beast phantoms is truly terrifying. To think Fang Zheng had the strength Qi Jiyu. He is too lucky. I heard this Jiyu was a prized treasure of his original clan. In the tea houses, restaurants, and streets, people talked in their free time, discussing the battle of Fang Yuan and Zhu Kaibei. At a point where both were at their peak, defeating a rank 4 with rank 3 cultivation was truly spectacular. There was almost 1,000 spectators at the battle stage. Everyone watched the whole process. Fang Yuan won fair and square. There was no trickery or schemes. He completely dominated Zhu Kaibei through pure strength. As for the origin of the strength Qi Jiyu, Fang Yuan gave out fake news and caused everyone's guesses to link to Jiyu clan. From today onwards, Lord Fang Zheng is my role model. After this battle, many people started calling Fang Yuan Lord. His battle strength had gained everyone's recognition. Lord Fang Zheng is truly awe-inspiring. Zhu Kaibei's era has ended. A few female Jiyu masters said with shining eyes. The newer generation replaces the old. As Zhu Kaibei topples, it all contributes to Fang Zheng's reputation. Some old Jiyu masters exclaimed, feeling the rise of a new era. Fang Zheng defeated Zhu Kaibei. I wonder if he can defeat Yan Tu. If he beats Yan Tu as well, he would be the only person to dominate the battle stage in all these years. As long as he defends his position for 18 battles, he would become an external elder of Shang clan. This battle created trembles in the battle stage. The old structure was torn down, and a new force emerged. People started to look at Fang Yuan's future, feeling excitement and anticipation. Shang clan had not gotten an external elder for over 10 years. If Fang Yuan defeated Zhu Kaibei with a mild advantage, and had a tough time, their expectations might not have been so great. But after Fang Yuan displayed overwhelming strength that crushed Zhu Kaibei, they started to analyze. Fang Zheng has the all-out effort Jiyu, bitter strength Jiyu, self-reliance Jiyu, and strength Qi Jiyu. Even an ancient strength path Jiyu master could only reach this level. The all-out effort Jiyu allows his attacks to be ferocious and dominating. The bitter strength Jiyu allows him to get stronger as he battles. Paired with the self-reliance Jiyu, it was simply perfection. The strength Qi Jiyu allows him to have a strong long-range attack, and completely eliminates his weakness. The scene of the 8 beast phantoms attacking together is simply terrifying. This is Fang Zheng's killer move. Zhu Kaibei's loss was no fluke. Although he is rank 4 and had the advantage of cultivation, the strength path has little use for primeval essence, limiting that advantage he had. Furthermore, Fang Zheng's Jiyu worms are simply too good. They form into a powerful set, and are all closely related together. Zhu Kaibei probably admitted defeat after being disheartened. How can a person's luck in encounters be this good? Fang Zheng's luck is off the charts. He had only been in Shang Clan City for a few years, yet he is already this developed. His Jiyu set is so strong, enough for him to spread his name in the southern border and gain his own title. He already has it. Many people are calling him and Bai Ningbing the Black and White Demons. But even more people are calling Fang Zheng the Little Beast King. Fang Yuan controlled the 8 beast phantoms, and had a ferocious battle style, charging and crashing. The title of Little Beast King suited him well. As for why he is not called Beast King, that is because Beast King is already an established demonic Jiyu master. He occupied Bai Shou Mountain, using the 100 beasts as his army, and was a rank 5 Jiyu master, unreasonable, ruthless and evil. He was a troublesome person for both the righteous and demonic faction. Fang Yuan was still rank 3 peak stage, although he defeated Zhu Kaibei and gained fame overnight. He was still very far from being at the level of Beast King, who was a rank 5 Jiyu master. From another aspect, people calling him Little Beast King meant that they are thinking highly of Fang Yuan and his future. I am looking forward to his battle stage defending battles. Every dominating expert's defense battle is a classic. Back then, Lord Wei Yong used rank 3 middle stage cultivation, even weaker than Fang Zheng now, to dominate the battle stage. Every one of his battles was a classic. A senior Jiyu master recalled. Soon, many people started discussing Fang Yuan's future prospects. At this point, how many are Fang Zheng's match? Zhu Kaibei, Yan Tu, oh right, and Bai Ningbing. But Zhu Kaibei had already lost his Jin mind to Fang Zheng. He was really ruthless. Among Jin body, Jin heart, and Jin mind was the hardest to obtain. Without it, Zhu Kai Bei's killer move is not complete. To Fang Zheng, that is one less threat. Yan Tu is now Fang Zheng's greatest competitor. He and Zhu Kai Bei were each half the sky of the battle stage. His strength is no joke. But Fang Zheng is able to defeat Zhu Kai Bei, and has the strength Qi Ji to eliminate his weakness. There is a high chance of defeating Yan Tu. Someone mentioned Bai Ningbing as well. Bai Ningbing is not to be underestimated. After she lost to Yan Tu, during her next match, she had already broken through to rank 4 initial stage. A rank 4 at this age, what sort of talent is that? But she and Fang Zheng have a deep relationship. She might admit defeat when they meet to help Fang Zheng. Bai Ningbing and Fang Yuan staying at Nanchu Garden together was no secret. Many people guessed that they had already done intimate acts. But then, just as the discussions were at their peak, Fang Yuan suddenly announced he was retiring from the battle stage. Once news got out, everyone was shocked. Why did Fang Zheng give up such a good chance? External elder after dominating the battle stage, it is right before him. Many people sighed in pity. Are there any hidden circumstances? The demonic GU masters started guessing. Could it be, Shang clan does not want external elders anymore, and forced Fang Zheng to give up? Demonic GU masters often lacked a sense of security. Or is it that Shang clan wants to revise their policy, and remove the external elder position? Suspicion caused many to become uncertain. Shang clan's recruitment of demonic GU masters as their external elder was the only case in southern border. In southern border, many clans have battle stages. The largest and most popular battle stage lies in the number 1 clan of the southern border, Wu clan. But these battle stages were mostly for their own clansmen, rarely for outsiders. Shang clan's external elder policy became extremely popular as a result, attracting numerous talents. Even when they traded outside, many demonic GU masters do not rob the Shang clan caravans. That is because of the external elder policy, and these demonic GU masters needed a backup plan for themselves. Shang Yanfei felt something amiss, and quickly clarified the issue. Although he had secretly used the 2 pawns Zhu Kai Bei and Yan Tu to control the battle stage, such a thing cannot be exposed. Shang Yanfei's authority quickly caused this matter to close. Soon after, a few days later, Fang Yuan announced in public, he was going to assist Shang Xinxi and help her ascend to the position of young master. Immediately, everyone's attention shifted from the battle stage to the young master competition. Because Shang Yazi's fake accounting was exposed, his young master position was revoked and there was a spot empty now. Many of Shang Yanfei's children were looking at this position with extreme greed. I heard long ago, this Fang Zheng is loyal and righteous. He had his life principles, repaying a drop of water received in need with a spring, and exacting revenge for hatred 100 times over. He truly is responsible, someone praised him. In order to assist Shang Xinxi to attain the position of young master, he even gave up the identity of external clan elder that was in sight. This is truly, some people could not understand. Maybe he and Shang Xinxi has some underground relationship. If it was me, I would make such a sacrifice too. That is possible. Wait. If that's the case, what about Bai Ningbing? People had their gossiping nature, and it spread like wildfire. Fang Yuan, Bai Ningbing and Shang Xinxi's triangle relationship become a hot topic. Soon after, in a few days' time, Bai Ningbing also retired from the battle stage. Bai Ningbing also went to assist Shang Xinxi. Someone exclaimed. What has this world become? Nobody wants to be an external elder. Some people's worldview were tarnished. Bai Ningbing has great courage, reluctant to let him go. For love, she decided to interfere. Actually the 3 of them and their intertwined relationship begun the moment they met. Rumors started to spread again. Countless scenarios were conjured by the people, there were even plays and dramas appearing in Shang Clan City depicting the triangle relationship of Fang, Bai and Shang. And it was selling like hotcakes. Forget these details, but Fang and Bai's change in position did successfully make Shang Xinxi the center of attention. Bai Ningbing was now rank 4 initial stage, a rank 4 GU master was a clan leader in middle or small-sized clans. Although Fang Yuan was rank 3 peak stage, his battle strength was on par with rank 4 GU masters. Once he becomes rank 4, who can imagine how strong he would become? They were both very young, and had room to grow, thus there were a lot of positive remarks about them. Getting 2 experts' help, Shang Xinxi immediately became the second most popular person vying for the young master position. Before her, people thought that the person with the highest hope of becoming a young master was Shang Yifan. After Fang and Bai assisted her, the situation changed, and it became a contest between the two sides. Shang Yifan was not tall, in fact he was slightly short. Eagle nose and tiny eyes, he had a sharp gaze. Shang Xinxi, he sat on the wooden chair in his study room, muttering as his gaze shifted uncertainly when thinking about this person. Before him was one person. It was none other than Shang Yazi. Little brother Yifan, I am here to help you. Shang Xinxi has Fang and Bai's help, she will be your biggest competitor. Especially that Fang Zheng, you have to be careful, he is scheming and devious, he caused my downfall. Shang Yazi gritted his teeth and spoke. Chapter 322. Chapter 322, Competitive Pressure. Shang Yazi said, I lost, but I have not failed completely yet. Father sent me to the slave capturing group for 3 years, but after 3 years, I will be back. But before that, I have some things to give you. Saying so, Shang Yazi passed a few documents to Shang Yifan. Shang Yifan took the documents and gave them a look. The documents contained Shang Yazi's secret assets, his spies and some close aides. Brother Yazi, this is, Shang Yifan gave a shocked expression. Brother Yifan, you are the person most likely to become young master among our siblings. I will lend you a hand here and hope you manage to win. As for these resources, feel free to use them. After 3 years, I will be back, just return them to me then. Shang Yazi sighed. He was forced to train in the slave capturing group, he could not bring his servants and subordinates along. He was not going there to enjoy, but to be punished. Now that he lost his young master identity, these forces would collapse eventually, he might as well hand them to Shang Yifan while he still had the power and let him take care of them. After 3 years, Shang Yazi will return, and would not have to restart all over again. Shang Yifan quickly stood up, cupping his fists, I will not forget brother Yazi's help. In the future, if I become young master, I will repay you tenfold. Sigh, we are brothers, there is no need to talk about repayment. He. Although he said so, Shang Yazi's lips curled into a smile. After they conversed, Shang Yifan sent Shang Yazi to the door as he left. Seeing he had left, Shang Yifan's smile turned cold. Shang Yazi, what a great plan you have, wanting me to preserve your forces for you. Then I shall use this opportunity to take over all of your assets and absorb them, this is called borrowing without returning. He knew Shang Yazi's plan from the start. 3 years. Many things can happen in 3 years, do you still think you have a chance? Naive. Such naivety, no wonder Fang and Bai tricked you. You are a disgrace to us Shang clan. Shang Yifan laughed. But thinking of Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing, his expression turned dark. Shang Xinxi, he kept muttering her name. As Shang Yazi fell, he thought this young master position was in the bag. But to think Shang Xinxi appeared out of nowhere and became his biggest obstacle. Shang Yifan's eyes squinted, as he analyzed to himself with shining eyes, Shang Xinxi's greatest advantage is father's affection. Father dotes on her more than his other children combined. But there are clan rules, as everyone competes for the young master position openly, father would not be able to cheat blatantly. In fact, because of Lord Father's favor, it caused our other siblings to have ill feelings towards Shang Xinxi, or even hostility. Shang Xinxi's greatest advantage is also her greatest weakness. Shang Xinxi's second advantage is her actual strength, that is Fang Zheng and Bai Ningbing. These two are truly. Thinking of the two, Shang Yifan's face showed strange, envious, jealous, and unbelievable expressions. These two, I don't know what they are after. They rejected the role of external elder to help Shang Xinxi. This feeling is like someone giving up on a watermelon to pick up sesame seeds. How did Shang Xinxi convince them? Her luck is really good, easily getting these two strong generals. That Bai Ningbing is already rank 4, and Fang Zheng can even defeat Zhu Kai Bei. She gained 2 GU masters with rank 4 battle strength just like this. Even their eldest brother Shang Chu Niu did not have a rank 4 subordinate. Among the 10 current young masters, only the young clan leader Shang Tuohai had 2 rank 4 subordinates. But those 2 subordinates were not Shang Tuohai's private force, but sent by the clan to assist him. As the young clan leader, Shang Tuohai controlled a caravan. When he traded outside, he needed sufficient strength to deal with all sorts of situations. But now, Shang Xinxi was not even a young master, yet she already possesses the help of 2 rank 4 experts. This situation caused many of Shang Yanfei's children to feel jealousy and fear. But, even with help from those 2, so what? The position of young master belongs to me. Shang Yifan licked his lips, as he thought of something, his spirit was lifted. At the same time, at Nanchu Garden, Shang clan has a complex and complete system of clan rules. Especially the part on successors, the rules are extremely rigid. Wei Yong stood beside Fang and Bai, in front of Shang Xinxi, as he explained. If Lady Xinxi wants to ascend to young master, you will have to pass the Shang clan test. This test is a tradition, and there is only one type of test, which is trading. Shang clan used trade to flourish. The development of Shang clan cannot be separated from business. When Shang clan chooses a new young master, they would test their business skills. Do not look down on trading, thinking this is only a method to earn money. Trading can assess a successor's qualities, as many problems often occur when you do trade. The test is on your intelligence and planning, how you adapt to situations, your cultivation strength, and others. The clan will give any competing children a startup fund of 100,000 primeval stones. 3 months later, whoever earns the most would become the new young master. Wei Yong was clear of the clan's rules. Then, how much do we need to earn to win this competition? Fang Yuan asked. The Shang clan young master competition was well known in the city, the entire Shang clan placed great attention on it. Fang Yuan knew that he had to follow the rules here. Normally, as long as Lady Xinxi has around 300,000 by the end of the 3 months, she would eliminate most of her competitors. If she has 600,000, there would be a high chance of winning. 700,000 to 800,000 is the first-class result of previous year's assessments. But, here, Wei Yong paused. This time, among the competitors, there is one whose mother is Lord Clan Leader's cousin. In Shang clan, he has a rather big force. He is called Shang Yifan, the most favored competitor in this young master competition. With his mother helping him secretly, he would at least have 600,000 at the end. If you want to beat him, Lady Xinxi would need even better results. Shang Yifan would have at least 600,000, thus to get the young master position, Shang Xinxi would need to get first-class results. But Shang Xinxi had no authority or force in Shang clan. Her mother was even a Zhang clansman, causing her political weakness. She would not receive any help unlike Shang Yifan. Her only backer is Shang Yanfei, but as the clan leader, he cannot side with her openly. Thus, the pressure on her was extremely high now. After Wei Yong finished speaking, he looked at Shang Xinxi worriedly. He knew that earning 700,000 to 800,000 was usually due to special circumstances. Very few young masters in the previous years could achieve this. This needed talent, help, and more so, luck. Originally, Shang Yanfei did not expect Shang Xinxi to vie for the young master position so quickly. It was all due to Fang and Bai influencing her. After Shang Xinxi heard Wei Yang's words, she was quiet for a while before asking, "May I know, what was the best result in Shang Clan City's history?" Wei Yong was stunned. Of course it exceeded 800,000, reaching 900,000. But very little people in history manage this, the total is less than 20. Our current young clan leader Shang Tuohai only got to 890,000, and that caused a huge commotion already. But your father, back then, he reached 920,000. Just this alone, it went into Shang clan's historical records. As he spoke, Wei Yong paused again. But, the best result in Shang clan history is 1,110,000. He is called Shang Guikai, having a monstrous talent, but unfortunately he was a 10 extreme physique. 920,000, 1,110,000, Shang Xinxi listened as her eyes glowed brightly, as she clenched her fists tightly. She had great talent in doing business. Although Fang Yuan greatly encouraged her for this competition, she was a willing participant herself, and was not forced to do so. Seeing Shang Xinxi's expression, Wei Yong felt assured, "All right, I have to go. But before that, I'll give you some advice. Shang clan's entire attention is on this competition. Do not try to take shortcuts or loopholes, and violate the rules. Trust your brother Wei, all those who tried cheating in the past had never succeeded. Young masters were the future of Shang clan, it was extremely important and no mistakes could be tolerated." Shang Yazi was a young master, but because of one fake accounting, he was exiled. It shows how much importance Shang clan places on the young masters and their actions. Shang Yifan had his mother's clan's backing, but they could only help him within the boundaries of the rules, they did not dare to cheat. Soon after, Wei Yong gave a few more heartfelt advice before leaving Nanchu Garden. He was an important elder of the clan, and was Shang Yanfei's aide. According to rules, he should avoid meeting them. But he still entered and left Nanchu Garden, explaining so much for Shang Xinxi. It showed how much of a friend he was. "Brother Wei is taking on a lot of pressure for us. We cannot trouble him any further," Shang Xinxi said. Fang Yuan remained silent. Bai Ningbing frowned. Earning 6 times the initial amount in 3 months of business, it is easier said than done. Although she was a natural genius, she had zero talent towards trading and business, feeling extremely troubled now. But Shang Xinxi's eyes shone as she smiled, saying confidently, "Actually, I have a good plan. As long as we succeed, I'm sure we can earn 600,000. "Oh, what plan?" Bai Ningbing asked. Shang Xinxi looked deeply at Fang Yuan, stating her plan. "I got my inspiration from Brother He Tu's battles when I went to watch him in the battle stage. We can do business regarding intel. Selling information." Bai Ningbing frowned. Chapter 323. Chapter 323. Start of Three Kings' Inheritance. That's right, information business. Shang Clan's battle stage has over 100 battles daily. There are so many opportunities hidden in the battle stage that we can use. I've thought about it. We can collect the GU master information of the battle stage participants and sell them. We can hire a few famous people to do predictions before a battle, and critique after the battle, and so on. Shang Xinxi smiled as she answered. Brilliant. Bai Ningbing cheered. This idea was ingenious. Bai Ningbing had participated in many battles, she knew deeply how brilliant this idea was. Immediately, she knew this idea could bring in huge profits for them. Even Fang Yuan looked at her in surprise. He has thought of this idea in his previous life, even using it in Wu Clan. Wu Clan's battle stage was grander and had an even livelier atmosphere. Fang Yuan's idea created a huge commotion and earned him lots of money every day. But not long after, Wu Clan interfered, and all sorts of competition and suppression came. In just a few months, his profits sank and his business was forced to close after half a year. Fang Yuan reflected, he was able to come up with this idea because of his memories of Earth. But Shang Xinxi being able to think of that as a native was extremely impressive, it showed her superior talent in business and trade. Although this idea was good, Fang Yuan shook his head. Shang Xinxi gritted her teeth. Does Brother He Tu think this idea is bad? The idea is good, but it won't work. Xinxi, do you trust me? Fang Yuan looked at Shang Xinxi deeply. Shang Xinxi smiled gently. My life was saved by Brother He Tu, what is there not to trust? Bai Ningbing snickered in her heart, but remained silent. She was an insider. Along the way, she was extremely clear. Shang Xinxi's misery was single-handedly caused by Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan nodded. Since you trust me, listen to me. We just need 20 days to triple your primeval stones. Really? Shang Xinxi expressed her curiosity. Then I will listen to brother's instructions. What scheme is he coming up with this time? Who is he planning to harm? Bai Ningbing looked at Fang Yuan with the corner of her eye, guessing in her heart. Sancha Mountain, situated in the middle of Zuo Clan's Langzan Mountain, and Che Clan's Fei Lai Mountain. Zuo Clan and Che Clan, the former had 600 years of history, while the latter had 580. The two were enemies, centuries of hatred and grudge, causing the two clans to be mortal enemies. For the past 100 years, the two clans were expanding, and in order to occupy Sancha Mountain, they fought. On the mountain waste of Sancha Mountain, an intense battle had occurred, and it was nearing the end. Blood flowed on the ground, as tens of GU master corpses laid on the ground. There were 7 people still standing. 3 from Zuo Clan, 4 from Che Clan. Zuo Clan elder Zuo Wu Sheng's chest had a deep hole, as blood flowed out. He pressed down on his injury as he stood in front of Zuo Chanyu, with a solemn expression, Big Missy, leave now, we will block them. Zuo Chanyu was Zuo Clan leader's eldest daughter, having a great aptitude and was the future hope of Zuo Clan. She was young and pretty, rank 3 middle stage cultivation before even 20 years old, she could not afford to die here. Elder Wu Sheng, Zuo Chanyu showed deep hesitation and dismay. Want to leave? Dream on. Che Clan elder Che Yuyin sneered as he walked out. Old man Wu Sheng, to think this day would come. He, today, I will make sure all 3 of you die without a proper burial. His killing intent burst out. But after saying so, he instructed a young female GU master beside him. Shang you have an injury on you, later when we fight, stay back and keep a lookout for us. Che Chao Shang instantly frowned. Father, I only have a slight injury, it is no matter. I want to fight beside you. She was very worried. Zuo Wu Sheng was her father's rival for tens of years, they were about the same strength. Although Zuo Wu Sheng was injured, it would not be easy to kill him, his dying counterattack would be terrifying. Nonsense. Che Yuyin chided. Be obedient and listen to father, this is an order. Che Chao Shang pouted, about to rebuke, but suddenly heard a laugh. Ha 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 he. Hoo. This was a weird laugh, making someone feel an evil wind blowing when they heard it. Following this laughter, someone appeared on a mountain rock. This person was extremely handsome, wearing a flowery robe that had pink butterflies. He wore a floral crown on his head, and there was a red flower ball sewn onto the crown. As he laughed, the ball vibrated, causing him to look like an extremely hilarious clown. But be it Zuo Wusheng or Che Yuyin, when they saw him, there was no laughter but intense fear instead. "Ah, you are the pink butterfly gentleman, Kong Ritian." The two spoke out, revealing his identity. This moment, the other people's expressions also changed. Especially Zuo Chanyu and Che Chaoshang, their faces went pale and they became extremely nervous. This Kong Ritian was a demonic Gu master, having a vile reputation. He loved to wear a flower robe that had pink butterflies, thus he was called Pink Butterfly Gentleman. But the truth is, he was a serial rapist, targeting virgin women. He was extremely hated by everyone, and thus was a loner. Most importantly, he had rank 4 cultivation. Once he appeared, the battle situation changed. Zuo clan and Che clan were at their wits' end. Their main fighter Che Yuyin and Zuo Wusheng were injured, and only had rank 3 cultivation. "Ha ha ha he he hoo hoo hoo, that is right, I am Kong Ritian." Although he was exposed, Pink Butterfly Gentleman was extremely happy, laughing in that weird manner again. Suddenly, he waved his sleeve, and injected his primeval essence, causing a flower petals to rain on the battlefield. The pink petals turned into butterflies, flying in the air. At once, fragrance spread throughout the battlefield. Zuo clan and Che clan quickly defended and unleashed their abilities. Kong Ritian used this opportunity to attack, causing the flower rain to intensify as his body moved around quickly. After 8 to 9 rounds, Kong Ritian's body flashed, as he retreated and left the battlefield. He retreated. That was close. Che Yuyin and Zuo Wusheng sighed together, but their expressions changed soon. "My dear Chan Yu, Chao Shang, scoundrel, release my daughter." The two elders were burning with anger. "Ha ha ha he 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 hoo hoo hoo," Kong Ritian laughed, as two ladies were on his left and right hand respectively. It was Che Chaoshang and Zuo Chanyu, having fallen unconscious as they were captured by him during the chaotic battle. Kong Ritian specialized in dealing with female Gu masters. "Great rewards today, to think I'd find 2 beauties here. Ha 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 he 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 hoo hoo hoo." Kong Ritian was extremely satisfied, when suddenly a change occurred. The entire Sancha mountain started trembling, as mountain rocks fell due to the tremors. "What is going on? What in the world is happening?" As everyone shouted in shock, 3 light pillars burst out from the 3 mountain peaks of Sanchan Mountain. 3 giant light pillars, yellow, blue, and red, extended all the way into the sky, above the clouds. At this point, a voice was heard among all present on Sancha Mountain. 3 kings' inheritance opens today, regardless of righteous or demonic, only fate matters. Everyone stared at this scene in shock. Even Kong Ritian forgot the 2 beauties in his arms. 3 kings' inheritance, it is actually the 3 kings' inheritance. Everyone reacted and showed an extremely excited expression. 3 kings' inheritance, oh god, all 3 kings were rank 5 Gu masters, this is their inheritance, this is actually their inheritance. 3 days later, in Shangclan City. Nanchu Garden, study room. Placing a document lightly on the table, brilliance shone across Fang Yuan's eyes. 3 kings' inheritance has finally opened. Looking at the date, it was the same as his previous life. This shows that in this world, even though rebirth can alter history, significant events cannot be changed easily. Now that the 3 kings' inheritance has opened, I have little time left. Once Shang Xinxi becomes the young master, I will have to set off. Fang Yuan felt an urge in his heart, he needed to act faster. The 3 kings' inheritance was different from ordinary inheritances. The flower wine inheritance and white bone inheritance he took previously were only 1 inheritance each. But this time, it was 3 collective inheritances in one place. If he could obtain all 3, Fang Yuan's strength would increase by many times, and the rank 4 Gu worms he needed would be mostly filled. At least before rank 5, he would not need to worry about resources anymore. But the 3 kings' inheritance was a demonic inheritance, it was dangerous. There were many dog groups inside, and many checkpoints to pass through. In his previous life, countless lives were sacrificed, and only after half a year did someone reach the end and obtain the inheritance. Thus, there was no point in going at the moment. News of the 3 kings' inheritance cannot be hidden. How can those 3 pillars reaching into the sky be concealed? Fang Yuan knew these 3 pillars were the inheritance entrance. But to enter, there were certain requirements. Now, I can finally mass purchase dog enslavement GU, paper crane GU, and exploding egg GU. Fang Yuan analyzed. Before this, although he had cash on hand, he secretly bought the 3 types of GU in the market. He had a vigilant nature, he did not go all in. Only when the news of the 3 kings' inheritance was released, he knew the time was ripe. Bulk purchase. 5 days later, Fang Yuan bought a large number of rank 1 dog enslavement GU, rank 2 paper crane GU, and rank 1 exploding egg GU. Not only Shang Xinxi's 100,000 primeval stones, but also the 300,000 he had just gotten from Bai clan. Fang Yuan had once extorted 3 million primeval stones from Bai clan, they had paid almost half of it already. Adding in Bai Ningbing's money, Fang Yuan's purchasing plan was a big success. Chapter 324. Chapter 324. Earning a fortune. Shang Xinxi used all her funds to buy these 3 GU worms. In the study room, Shang Yifan was holding onto a piece of paper. This document was sent over by his mother. Shang Yifan's mother was Shang Yanfei's cousin, she had great influence and many informants. Rank 1 dog enslavement GU, rank 2 paper crane GU, and rank 1 exploding egg GU, what use do they have? Shang Yifan frowned deeply, thinking hard but could not arrive at an explanation. I heard Shang Xinxi gave the entire 100,000 to Fang Zheng. Although Fang Zheng is strong in battle, I've never heard of his talent in business. Randomly purchasing like this would only cause harm to himself. Did I overestimate them? Shang Yifan pondered. Although he did not have high cultivation, he had trained his own ability in doing business, he had great understanding of the market. Generally speaking, buying GU worms in bulk like this, any experienced trader would not choose such a method. Because this investment had no prospects. But as Shang Yifan continued thinking, the uneasiness in his heart did not go away. He felt that he had missed something, as if there was a deep scheme behind this nonsensical bulk purchase. At this moment, the old steward reported outside the door, "Young master, something huge has occurred, I need to report to you." "Oh, please come on, old Zhang." Shang Yifan quickly asked him to come in. This old Zhang was his mother's capable subordinate. He had rank 3 peak stage cultivation, able to hold his own and had great experience. Shang Yifan could not treat him like an ordinary subordinate. Shang Yifan's mother had also instructed him to be courteous to old Zhang and seek advice from him to learn more about trading. Old Zhang walked in, his expression solemn. "Young Master Yifan, things are not looking good, there are news from Sancha Mountain that someone had discovered the correct method to enter the inheritance." Although the 3 kings' inheritance opened earlier, separated into 3 pillars of yellow, blue and red light, there were special criteria set by the inheritance and nobody could enter. During these few days, after many people experimented and tested, they finally found the way to enter the 3 kings' inheritance ground. Hearing old Zhang's words, Shang Yifan showed intense curiosity. "Oh, what does one have to do to enter the 3 kings' inheritance? Wait, don't tell me." Suddenly his expression changed, as he stared intently at that document on the table. He thought of a possibility, as he slowly stood up. Old Zhang laughed bitterly. "Young Master Yifan guessed it, that is correct, to enter the inheritance, 3 different GU are needed. To enter the yellow pillar, the inheritance of King Quan, a GU master needs to refine the rank 1 dog enslavement GU. To enter the blue pillar, King Shin's inheritance, the GU master needs to have paper crane GU. If they want to enter the red pillar, King Bao's inheritance, they will need at least 1 exploding egg GU. How can this be? Shang Yifan screeched. He fell on his seat, dejected. He finally understood why Fang and Bai bought these 3 GU in bulk, so this was the reason. Right now, news of the 3 kings' inheritance had spread all over the southern border. The inheritance of 3 rank 5 GU masters together, who knows how many people would gain interest and want to go and get their share of the pie. But to enter it, one needs at least 1 of those 3 GU. But right now, in Shang Clan City, all of these 3 GU belong to Shang Xinxi. As long as one is not a fool, they can imagine how much profits she can earn by sell those GU worms. Shang Yifan was not stupid, in fact he was smart, at least more than Shang Yazi. Where did they get such information? And so precise? No, now is not the time for that, it is no longer important. More importantly, how am I going to stop them? An eerie light continued to flash in Shang Yifan's eyes, as he concentrated and thought. But a moment later, he showed despair and helplessness. There was no way. Shang Xinxi did an excellent job here. It was a very normal investment, but because of the 3 kings' inheritance, it became a completely different story. When they purchased the GU, Shang Xinxi used way more than 100,000 primeval stones, but that was not against the rules, at most it was a curveball. As long as they can earn primeval stones, and calculate her profits based on her initial capital, there was no problems. If Shang Yifan wanted to find problems here, he had no reason to. That is because he also borrowed forces from his mother, such as old Zhang. To speak the truth, his curveball was way worse than Shang Xinxi's. Young Master Yifan, the other party had the most accurate information this time. After they deal, their capital can at least triple. We cannot find any problems with them, nor can we use any underhanded means. We have to use our remaining time and do our own business. With Madam's influence in the city, in 3 months, you will have at least 600,000. Young Master, we can still win. Old Zhang explained. Yes, we can only hope so. Shang Yifan breathed out deeply, but the worry in his heart did not go away. Regarding the young master competition, this was just the start, but he had already received such a surprise. Who knows what might happen later on? The confident Shang Yifan started to become doubtful. 3 kings, they referred to King Quan, King Xin, and King Bao. Their origins were traced back to 300 years ago. The 3 kings came from Wang clan. Wang clan was exterminated by their mortal enemy Wu clan 1, but they missed out 3 children from Wang clan. These 3 children, 2 males and 1 female. The eldest was 8, he would become the future King Quan. The youngest was 5, he was King Bao. As for the female, the future King Xin, she was only 6 at the time. Wu clan was busy absorbing their remnant forces, to completely digest their gains from Wang clan. What could 3 children do? They were not even GU masters, thus they did not bother with the children, only sending out an arrest warrant and forgot about them. The person sent to kill them was also a lazy man, he picked 3 kids to kill, faking that he had completed his mission and returned. Thus, the 3 children were unintentionally saved. They experienced hardship, suffering, and barely stayed alive. As they supported each other, they developed a deep relationship. As they grew older, their hatred for Wu clan deepened. But after Wu clan absorbed Wang clan, they got much stronger, and was a large clan that owned 3 mountains. After years of operating, their forces were even more deep-rooted. The 3 kings were alone, not even given the chance to awaken their aperture. It was an impossible dream for them to take revenge on Wu clan. But life was uncertain, and fate worked in mysterious ways. You can never know what your fate might be in the future. During one time when they risked their lives, collecting herbs on the mountain to sustain their livelihood, the 3 were thrown into an ancient inheritance ground. This was not an ordinary inheritance, it was left behind by a mysterious rank 6 GU Immortal. The 3 kings thus experienced a change in fate. They each inherited a portion of the rank 6 GU Immortal's inheritance, and worked hard to cultivate for nearly 100 years. The 3 encouraged each other and worked hard together. When they all got to rank 5, they felt that the time was ripe, and thus, left the inheritance grounds to exact revenge on Wu clan. At that time, Wu clan was at the peak of their development. The 3 kings did not use any schemes or plot, but went straight to their doorsteps. Wu clan leader was a rank 5 GU master, how could he endure the assault of 3 rank 5 GU masters? Especially when these 3 rank 5 GU masters inherited an ancient inheritance. King Quan summoned his army of hounds, as he waved his hand, it was a mighty army. The hound groups were like the sea, engulfing Wu clan village. King Xin was speedy and agile, moving like a specter, she killed all of Wu clan's higher-ups, causing them to have no leaders and fall into chaos. King Bao was violent and direct, once he attacked, it shocked the heavens, as he triggered the explosion of the mountain rocks. The strong and invincible Wu clan was exterminated by the 3 kings in 3 days. The 3 mountains, spirit springs were destroyed, as corpses lined the mountain trails, blood pouring on the ground, it was a grotesque sight. Wu clan was completely wiped out, but the 3 kings paid a heavy price. However, they were willing to do so for the sake of revenge. After getting their revenge, the 3 kings felt that life had lost its meaning, they did not want to rebuild Wang clan, as a clan, no matter how strong they were, could not defend against true experts. They started living in seclusion, no longer coming out. They vanished like 3 shooting stars, after causing the huge event in southern border, they disappeared quickly, never to be heard from again. Nobody knows what happened to the 3 kings after that, until recently, when their inheritance appeared. King Quan has at least 3 rank 5 dog enslavement GU. With them, one can enslave myriad beast kings, and command an army, conquering the world. King Xin is most skilled at refining GU, she developed a unique set of GU worms from the common rank 2 paper crane GU, allowing her to easily get information. It was because of her that King Quan and King Bao found out the security loophole in Wu Clan village. She was a huge factor in eliminating Wu Clan. And there is King Bao, his temper was like fire, every time he attacked, it would cause huge explosions that shook the lands. His power is wild and overbearing, whoever receives his inheritance would be able to stomp on the world. 3 rank 5 inheritances, getting 1 would allow one to rise to power, 2 would allow them to leave their names in history, and 3 would breed the ultimate overlord. This is a huge opportunity, I will not be satisfied unless I try my best. I have to hurry there, if I am late, and others get it, I would regret it for life. As news of the entry method of the 3 kings' inheritance got out, many people went wild in Shangclan City. I want to buy the exploding egg GU. I want the paper crane GU. I want dog enslavement GU, paper crane GU, and exploding egg GU. What, why are these GU so expensive? The prices are 3 times as before. Tisk, get lost if you're poor, there are lots of people waiting to buy. Damn it, I'll buy it. I want to buy, I have to buy it. Numerous people gritted their teeth, scolding the unscrupulous merchant under their breaths, but still took out their hard-earned money in great pain. Chapter 325. Chapter 325, Immortal's Blessed Land. During these last 10 days, we earned 20,000 on average a day. In total, the initial 100,000 had already tripled, we have 300,000 now. Holding on to the account book in her hand, Shang Xinxi was surprised and delighted. 10 days into the young master competition, Shang Xinxi had already tripled the initial capital in her hands, she immediately pulled apart from her competitors. 300,000, and this is only the amount earned from the young master's capital. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing had also invested much into this, right now they earned a fortune. Fang Yuan's primeval elder GU was no longer enough. As he bought 2 more, his total asset had reached 2,400,000. Bai Ningbing also earned a lot. Shang Xinxi's servants, Xiao Dai and Xiao Lan, looked at Fang Yuan with a colorful gaze. They knew that this amazing result was all due to Fang Yuan. A good start was half the success. The 2 servants were doubtful of Shang Xinxi competing for the young master position, but now they had much more confident. But, how did Fang Yuan know such accurate information about the 3 kings' inheritance? Bai Ningbing sat at one side as she felt suspicion. The reason Fang Yuan was able to use this opportunity and earn this time was all due to the information he had. Does that mean, Fang Yuan had some secret regarding the 3 kings' inheritance? Or did he have a mysterious source of information? No matter which it was, the truth shows that Fang Yuan was not simple at all. Although Bai Ningbing earned a lot as well, she felt a strong pressure in her heart. She had spent a lot of time with Fang Yuan, she found that often, Fang Yuan would bring her some surprise when she least expects it. Although he does not appear mysterious at all on the outside, he is, in fact, shrouded in a thick layer of fog. Precisely because she had spent so much time with him, she could feel this and experience how unfathomable Fang Yuan was. Brother He too, thank you so much this time. With this 300,000, I can better execute my plans now. Shang Xinxi smiled and said. But Fang Yuan waved his hand. No worries, Xinxi, you had a great idea, but it is very difficult to execute. He continued. A business that sells information in the battle stage is unlike us purchasing GU in bulk. This time, I struck when your competitors were caught off guard, but most important, it was because Shang Yazi who controlled the shops was gone, and there was no one managing the Shang clan shops. Without a firm leader, even if others wanted to interfere, they could not do so, and could only watch us earn this profit. But an information business is different. To start this, not only do you have a great need for resources, you also need manpower and a huge network to assist you. Otherwise, your competitors will suppress an attempt to ruin your business. Our foundation is weak, we cannot afford any failed attempts. Once we invest in a business, it has to succeed. Thus, we need to make preparations. Shang Xinxi's expression turned solemn, nodding, Brother He too, you are right. But it has only been a few years since I came to Shangclan City, I only have Xiao Dai and Xiao Lan to help me. As for network, I barely have any contacts. Xiao Dai was a servant she brought over from Zhong clan, she was loyal and now that she was nurtured as a GU master by Shang Xinxi, she had decent aptitude of B grade. As for Xiao Lan, she is a rank 3 healing GU master that Shang Yanfei sent to assist Shang Xinxi, she was reliable and trustworthy. Fang Yuan laughed. Xinxi, don't think too lowly of yourself. Shang Qiwen who controls the battle stage has a good relationship with you. We can relate to each other because we are girls. At the same time, an intel business helps her revenue, I believe she will not object. Shang Xinxi analyzed and said. Xinxi, I said I'd help you get the young master position, I have my plans, and ample confidence of winning. No need to worry, just do what I say, there is a high chance of winning. Fang Yuan reassured. I will listen to Brother Heitu's instructions. Shang Xinxi laughed, replying with no hesitation. Fang Yuan sat on the chair, his strategizing posture gave Shang Xinxi a strong sense of security. Xinxi, firstly, you have to recruit people. If you want to do this business, you need a large number of loyal subordinates. But before that, you need a manager. He needs to have rank 3 cultivation and must be able to hold his own, being experienced and capable at trading. I have already found such a person, his name is Zhou Quan, he was a shopkeeper under Shang Yazi. Fang Yuan continued to plan. Shang Xinxi was slightly dejected. Zhou Quan. I know him. But he is a rank 3 GU master, he is arrogant and proud. He was once Zhou clan's clan leader, having rank 4 cultivation. But after there was an internal strife, and the clan got slaughtered by demonic GU masters, he escaped with heavy injuries, thus only having rank 3 upper stage cultivation left. He takes care of the shops and always has the best performance among all the other shopkeepers. But even Shang Yazi could not get his loyalty, such a person, I am afraid. Fang Yuan waved his hand. How would you know if you don't try? Xinxi, you have to become confident, trust me, you have a unique charisma. In the future, many people will serve you willingly and fight for you. Zhou Quan is a difficult target, you might not succeed, but as long as you display your sincerity, your hard work will definitely pay off. Yes, Brother Heitu, I will work hard. Shang Xinxi clenched her fists. Fang Yuan nodded. Good, then go ahead. Not longer after Shang Xinxi left, Wei Yang arrived at Nanchu Garden. Fang Yuan attended to him at the lake pavilion. I understand why Brother Wei is here, please take a seat. Saying so, Fang Yuan poured Wei Yang a cup of tea. Wei Yang laughed. Brother Fang Zheng is wise, then please tell me about it. Fang Yuan used the 3 kings' inheritance to earn a fortune, it was all because he had secret information about it in advance. Shang Yanfei was no fool, he immediately knew Fang Yuan possessed valuable information. The 3 kings' inheritance was the largest event for the last 50 to 60 years. Right now, it had affected the entire southern border, and attracted the attention of many forces. But because in the southern border's mountain terrain, danger lurked everywhere, it was not easy to get to the inheritance ground. Even so, many clans, as long as they could, sent out their respective groups of GU masters. The inheritance of 3 rank 5 GU masters, even the super-class Shang clan would be moved. My information came from Bai GU Mountain. Grey Bone Scholar had once explored the 3 kings' inheritance grounds, and gathered some information. The truth is, the 3 kings' inheritance ground they discovered now is an ancient GU master's blessed land. Fang Yuan answered in a half-truth manner. His information was obviously not from Bai GU Mountain. But the information about the blessed land, it was true, he had confirmed it in his previous life. Blessed land, hearing this phrase, a brilliant light flashed across Wei Yang's eyes. Blessed land, it is the land of blessings, the place of residence for GU masters after they become immortal. In the blessed land, the scenery is like a drawing, having a unique atmosphere and large amounts of treasure and precious materials. The primeval essence inside is often dozens of times thicker and denser than the outside world. A blessed land was an independent small world, a utopia, isolated from the world. The GU Immortal rules the land, and anyone who lives in it can experience serenity and happiness. Brother Fang Zheng, are you serious? Wei Yang's tone became more anxious. He had to be serious. Rank 5 was mortal, rank 6 was immortal. Between rank 5 and 6, there was a qualitative difference that made them worlds apart. The inheritance of 3 rank 5 GU masters could only pique Shang clan's interest. But if it involves the inheritance of a rank 6 GU immortal, then all of the super clans in the southern border would go crazy over it. The inheritance of a rank 6 GU immortal was simply too valuable. It was so important that even those secluded rank 6 GU immortals would appear one after another. Fang Yuan laughed. I am not sure about the exact details, but in Grey Bone Scholar's notes, that is what was written. He was not afraid of exposing this information earlier, because there was no bad consequences in doing so. According to his memories, in just a few days, people will start to develop an understanding of this. Anyway, after a short period, Shang clan would also learn of this. He might as well tell Wei Yong in advance to earn their trust. Brother Wei, calm down. Although this is a blessed land left by a rank 6 GU immortal, it had long been degenerating. Right now, it is on the brink of collapsing. Back in the day, this blessed land was occupied by the three kings and they dug out all of the resources and treasures inside. Right now, the three kings used this blessed land to build their inheritances, causing the blessed land to feel even greater pressure. Eventually, it will face destruction, and vanish into thin air. Fang Yuan said slowly. Oh, is that so? Wei Yong blinked, as he rapidly processed the information. These were all recorded in Grey-Bone Scholar's notes, but to ensure my safety, I had already destroyed all these documents. I cannot show them to you. Fang Yuan smiled lightly. Brother, this is too big of a matter. It is not that I do not trust you, but I have to report to Lord Clan Leader, and let him decide. Wei Yong was solemn. Fang Yuan expressed his understanding. If Shang Clan wants to send out an exploration team, I have some information here that might be helpful. Fang Yuan had some understanding of the things inside the inheritance. Haha, in that case, I cannot let you lose out. Give a price. Wei Yong was in charge of Feng Yu Manor, and controlled intel in the city. Fang Yuan thought about it, and said 400,000. Wei Yong frowned. For information on the inheritance of a rank 6 GU immortal, 400,000 is too little. But the reliability of the information has yet to be confirmed. I will pass you 400,000 first. After a while, when it is evaluated, no worries little brother, with your brother Wei here, you will not lose out. I am assured by brother Wei's words. Fang Yuan laughed. After getting this information, Sheng Yanfei paid great attention to it, sending 3 teams to Sancha Mountain. Each team had at least 3 elders. It was a strong investment. A few days later, Fang Yuan received the compensation from Wei Yong regarding the information. The information he provided had helped Shang Clan's teams greatly, and avoided many deaths. After getting the funds, Fang Yuan approached Li Ran. Li Ran was a spy sent by Wu Clan. Right now he was inside 3rd Inner City battle stage. His identity was still a secret and nobody knew except Fang Yuan. I have some information about the Three Kings' inheritance. I am sure your Wu Clan would be interested. Fang Yuan met with Li Ran in secret and immediately said. Chapter 326. Chapter 326. Nine Eyes Liquor Worm. Days went by and with the news of the Three Kings' inheritance, a time of unrest began at Sancha Mountain. Many formidable demonic GU masters, righteous GU masters and people of all occupations and goals rushed towards Sancha Mountain. At first, Shang Clan controlled the situation, continually sending reinforcements and tyrannically occupying the inheritance entrances, displaying their determination towards obtaining this inheritance. However, Wu Clan moved and broke the blockade of Shang Clan. After that, news continued to spread. The fact that the site of Three Kings' inheritance had been ranked 6 GU immortal blessed land caused a huge uproar and countless people flocked towards Sancha Mountain. Several other top-ranked clans were also alarmed by the news and dispatched groups of formidable GU masters one after another. With this, even Shang Clan and Wu Clan could not block the huge wave of people. Sancha Mountain fell into chaos. There were casualties every day. To seize the chance to enter the inheritance, there were intense battles between righteous and demonic, demonic and demonic, righteous and righteous. Every change in the situation in Sancha Mountain affected the hearts of many people. Fang Yuan was also paying close attention to this. After the inheritance opened, close to a month had passed. Some people already gained some benefits in the inheritance, stimulating the passion of many others to explore the inheritance. However, Fang Yuan did not care about these benefits. With the memories of his previous life, he knew that the true essence of Three Kings' inheritance lied in the depths of the inheritance ground. There were at least 100 barriers before one could reach there and it was a time and energy-consuming process. Sometimes, people would be lost and trapped in fog, and not be able to find the exit. Sometimes, there would be attacks from dogs and many GU masters would die under these dogs' sharp canine teeth. The Three Kings were demonic GU masters. This was a demonic inheritance. There were dangers lurking all over in demonic inheritances. In many cases, one needed to risk their lives to explore them. It is still too early to go to Sancha Mountain, the time is not ripe yet. It is better to benefit from others' efforts and preserve my strength. When they remove the barriers and clear the obstacles, that will be the time I seize the rewards. For now, I should refine GU. Fang Yuan had already made a plan. The GU he was going to refine this time was none other than Liquor Worm. Rank 1 Liquor Worm could purify green copper primeval essence by a small realm. Rank 2 4 flavors liquor worm could purify red steel primeval essence by a small realm. Rank 3 7 fragrances liquor worm could purify white silver primeval essence by a small realm. Rank 4 9 eyes liquor worm could purify yellow gold primeval essence by a small realm. Rank 5 liquor worm, however, did not exist. The recipe grandmaster who researched liquor worm's recipe had an outstanding talent, but he was killed by enemies when he was young and died prematurely. Geniuses only represented a possibility. There were many cases of geniuses who were killed before they matured. However, the current Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing could already be said to have matured. Killing them would not be easy. After Fang Yuan fused liquor worm into 4 flavors liquor worm, he had not used it and had only been raising it. It was because he had bone flesh unity Gu and Bai Ningbing's help that the 4 flavors liquor worm lost its worth. However, it was different now. Bai Ningbing was now rank 4 while Fang Yuan was rank 3 peak stage. He would also advance to rank 4 initial stage not long later. At that time, their cultivation would be the same. The help that bone flesh unity Gu could offer to Fang Yuan would decrease by a lot. At that time, a rank 4 9 eyes liquor worm would make his cultivation speed faster. Refine the 9 eyes liquor worm. While Shang Xinxi was starting to recruit Zhou Quan, Fang Yuan chose to go into closed-door cultivation to refine Gu. Bai Ningbing also chose to go into closed-door cultivation, refining Gu secretly. To refine 4 flavors liquor worm, 2 rank 1 liquor worms and wine of sour, sweet, bitter and spicy flavors were required. To refine 7 fragrances liquor worm, 2 4 flavors liquor worm and 7 types of spices were required. To refine 9 eyes liquor worm, 1 needed 2 7 fragrances liquor worm and eyeballs of 9 different 100 beast kings. Right now, Fang Yuan was at Shangclan City and had a huge advantage. If it was at other places, he would have to spend large amounts of energy to search for materials to refine liquor worm. However, at Shangclan City, he could easily buy them as long as he had money. Fang Yuan already possessed a 4 flavors liquor worm. He bought 2 liquor worms and fused them into the second 4 flavors liquor worm. He then fused these 2 4 flavors liquor worm into 7 fragrances liquor worm. The process till this stage was smoothly finished by him. However, he ran into difficulty while refining the second 7 fragrances liquor worm. While he was fusing the third 4 flavors liquor worm and the second 7 fragrances liquor worm, the fusion failed. The primeval stones spent on it were all wasted. He had to buy the supplementary materials and restart it again. Fortunately, fusing the 2 7 fragrances liquor worm was completely smoothly. 3 days later, Fang Yuan obtained a 9 eyes liquor worm. 9 eyes liquor worm was like a silkworm and was pure white like a pearl. There were no eyes on its head, but rather it had 9 colors that resembled eyes, red, orange, yellow, green, blue and so on, as if they were precious gems embedded on its body. 9 eyes liquor worm could purify yellow gold primeval essence by a small realm. Fang Yuan had spent a lot to refine it, his expenses almost reaching 200,000 primeval stones. No GU masters could avoid failures in refining GU. Fang Yuan might have failed many times, but his luck was pretty good. His failures was all concentrated in the early stage of refining 4 flavors liquor worm and 7 fragrances liquor worm. At the final juncture, he had succeeded in 1 try. What GU master feared the most in refining GU was failing at the latter stage. That kind of loss was disastrous. I have 9 eyes liquor worm now. Fang Yuan observed the GU for a while before satisfiedly putting it into his aperture. He was still only at rank 3 peak stage now and could not use the 9 eyes liquor worm. He could only wait till he reached rank 4 before he used it. Bai Ningbing could use it. However, yellow gold middle stage primeval essence had a strong cleansing effect towards the aperture walls. Bai Ningbing possessed northern dark ice soul physique, and from what she said, her aptitude had already increased to 96% now. 9 eyes liquor worm would do more harm than good to her. When I reach rank 4 initial stage and use this 9 eyes liquor worm, I will have yellow gold middle stage primeval essence. At that time, the quality of my primeval essence will, for the first time, surpass Bai Ningbing. Fang Yuan could sense he was not far from reaching rank 4 realm. Although they had undergone a vow, he had never forgotten the danger called Bai Ningbing. Time passed day by day. A great demonic path figure appeared at Sancha Mountain inheritance grounds after Kong Ri Tian. He was Long Qing Tian, one who had dyed the sky blue before, a famous poison path GU master. When he appeared in the inheritance grounds, he killed 3 Shang clan elders with poison and gave a huge boost to the demonic path's morale. Fortunately, 2 days later, Wu clan sent the rank 4 elder Wu Tongshen to hold back Long Qing Tian. This brought back the situation in Sancha Mountain to an equilibrium. On Shang Xinxi's side, she, as expected, met setbacks when recruiting Zhou Quan and her progress was slow. Zhou Quan was proud and arrogant, his attitude did not ease even a little and his tone also seemed like he had no intentions to discuss. After Fang Yuan succeeded in refining Nine Eyes Liquor Worm, he was putting all his energy in cultivating. Because Bai Ningbing was continuously supplying him with yellow gold primeval essence, his cultivation speed accelerated and was quickly approaching rank 4 realm. However, these days, Spring-Autumn Cicada's recovery speed was also becoming faster and its pressure on Fang Yuan's rank 3 aperture had become more obvious. On this day, Shang Clan City welcomed the auspicious festival. This was Shang Clan's traditional festival. It was an important celebration that commemorated the ancestor, who founded Shang Clan thousands of years ago, setting up a stall for the first time. Shang Clan's first ancestor was a legendary figure. He was originally a mortal who lived in poverty and made a livelihood by trading. On one certain transaction, he unexpectedly obtained a GU Master's inheritance token. He relied on this token to inherit the legacy of the GU Master and stepped into a whole new world. He moved forward steadily and step by step, his wealth and power expanded continuously until he finally founded Shang Clan City. Thus, on the day of the festival, Shang Clan Inner City was decorated with lanterns and colored banners. All large stores, brothels, restaurants and so on closed their business for the day. People were in a joyous mood and excitedly walked on the streets, setting up stalls. Men, women, old and young, all immersed in this lively atmosphere of the festival. On this day, buying and selling were treated as an interesting game. However, the joyous atmosphere of the festival seemed to have no effect on Shang Xinxi. The young girl sat in front of a table with her beautiful brows in a slight frown as she looked at the several invitation cards on the table with melancholy. These invitation cards all came from the 9 young masters. During auspicious festival, the young masters would hold grand banquets, inviting people of all sides and reward them. Big brother hey too, what should I do? Shang Xinxi was in a dilemma and subconsciously looked at Fang Yuan for guidance. Xinxi, our sales have tripled your 100,000 capital and you are now one of the most popular candidate to win the young master competition. They will naturally invite you to participate. Fang Yuan smiled and continued, however, we can only choose one of these 9 invitations. On the surface, this looks like a joyous and harmonious banquet, but it is actually a political move to determine where you stand. Fang Yuan explained the deep political meaning behind these invitations. Shang Clan only had 10 young masters, there were alliance between these 10 young masters and also internal conflicts. Shang Xinxi was competing for the young master position and was also one of the most popular candidates. Naturally, the 9 young masters paid close attention to her. Shang Xinxi had yet to become a young master but they were already trying to rope her in. One had to make compromises in this world. To be part of Shang Clan's higher up, one could not avoid being engulfed by the political whirlpool. Should I choose Shang Qiwen's invitation? After all, she is in charge of battle stage and will be a great help to our later plans. Shang Xinxi voiced out. Fang Yuan shook his head. It looks like there are 9 invitations, but actually that is not the case. The biggest power among Shang Clan young masters is Shang Chuniu, who is the eldest son of the first wife and thus has the greatest advantage. Second faction is the alliance of Shang Pulao, Shang Suan and Shang Baishi. This faction is currently in the limelight. Third faction is the alliance of Shang Chaofeng and Shang Fushi, who are currently biding their time. Among the rest, Shang Qiwen does not have any ambitions while Shang Paishu is too playful. Xinxi, your foundation in Shang Clan City is too weak. If you are going to choose, you need to choose between these 3 factions to make up for your weakness. As for Shang Qiwen, there won't be much of a difference whether you choose her or not. So it was like this. Shang Xinxi's eyes brightened as she listened. Hearing Fang Yuan's words, she felt like she had dispelled the fog around her and was looking at the clear sky. The bewilderment she was feeling earlier was swept away. She thought a little and made her choice. She chose the third faction, Shang Chaofeng's invitation. Among the 3 factions, the first and second faction are competing against each other. I will definitely be offending the other if I choose one of them. It is better to choose the third faction and enter this political whirlpool, but still stay out of it for the time being. Shang Xinxi explained to Fang Yuan. Shang Xinxi immediately understood with her high intelligence. Fang Yuan was happy at this but also felt a little irony. In his previous life, Shang Chaofeng and Shang Xinxi fought and contended for Shang Clan leader's position. To think that in this life, these 2 arch-enemies would instead choose to walk together. Chapter 327. Chapter 327. beautiful and talented, Shinxi's brilliance. Little brother here toasts to big brother. Shang Yifan stood up and bent his back while raising a cup of wine with a smile. There were splendid lights all over the hall, singing and dancing were being performed, and traditional music flowed to everyone's ears. Everyone was enjoying the feast and the atmosphere was intense. Good. Shang Chunyu was standing on the main seat. He raised a cup of wine towards Shang Yifan and downed the wine in one gulp. Shang Chunyu's advisor spoke, Master Yifan, choosing to participate in young Master Chunyu's banquet is no doubt a sensible decision. Do not worry, my young master will not treat you unfairly. Eldest brother Chunyu has always been my role model. In truth, I have always been wanting to get closer to eldest brother and learn many things under you. Shang Yifan smiled. Shang Chunyu was head of the first major faction among the current young masters and he happened to have deep relation with Shang Yifan's mother's side. If Shang Xinxi chose Shang Chunyu's side, she was certain to be pushed aside by Shang Yifan. However, Shang Chunyu had already taken the initiative to send an invitation to Shang Xinxi. He would definitely be happy if Shang Xinxi came. Why? Because on Shang Xinxi's side were Fang and Bai, two great rank 4 experts. This was something no other young master had, and many were envious of this. Young master, subordinate has inquired, that Shang Xinxi went to. At this moment, a GU master entered the hall and whispered to Shang Chunyu's ear with his waist bent. Shang Chunyu's gaze turned slightly gloomy when he got the information. Shang Yifan cautiously observed Shang Chunyu's expression and pondered, looks like Shang Xinxi didn't choose eldest brother's faction, did she go to Shang Pulao's faction? Shang Chunyu had already experienced a lot of things, thus his feelings did not show clearly on his face. His expression also had no change, so Shang Yifan could only guess without any clues. However, a short while later, Shang Yifan also received the news. Shang Xinxi had accepted the invitation to participate in Shang Chaofeng's festival banquet. This signified she chose Shang Chaofeng's faction. Shang Yifan could not help but be secretly delighted immediately upon receiving the news. Shang Chaofeng and Shang Fushi might be the third faction but they have been pressured from the start, how could they be eldest brother Chunyu's match? I have now even more chance to take the young master position. However, the old steward Zhang shook his head, his expression heavy. Master, young master Chunyu's faction and young master Pulao's faction are locked in a fight. I am afraid the possibility of master borrowing the help of young master Chunyu to deal with Shang Xinxi is not very big. At this critical moment, young master Chunyu cannot afford to make another enemy. Shang Xinxi's choice is clever. She has avoided the political whirlpool and managed to watch from the sidelines for the moment. By the time the two factions resolve their issues, the competition for the young master position will already be over. Shang Xinxi has two great rank 4 experts, any faction she chooses will readily accept her and make an alliance. Young master Shang Chaofeng will definitely help her. Old steward Zhang gave an incisive analysis of the situation. That is to say, even though I joined Shang Chunyu's faction, I still can't deal with Shang Xinxi. Shang Yifan's expression became unsightly. I can only say that we cannot borrow Shang Chunyu's strength. Old steward Zhang stroked his grizzled beard, however, Shang Xinxi's problem is also not small. The most important thing is that she still lacks capable manpower. I heard that she has been trying to recruit Zhou Quan. HMPH, how can that even be possible? Old steward sneered and continued, Zhou Quan was once a clan leader. He is proud and arrogant, and his ability is 10 times of mine. How would it be possible for such a man to attach himself to this inexperienced little girl? I have already secretly mobilized people to create all kinds of rumors and slanders. Zhou Quan cares for his reputation very much, and the rumors have already prevented him from joining Shang Xinxi. Shang Xinxi is trying to recruit Zhou Quan secretly, but by failing to do so, she will lose a lot of her prestige and will have a disadvantageous beginning, she might even become a laughingstock. He. When he reached the end of his words, Steward Zhou started laughing evilly. Shang Chaofeng's study was arranged in a simple fashion, there was a wide stone table and wide-backed stone chairs which gave a boorish and strong aura. Just as Shang Yifan and old steward Zhang were talking, Shang Chaofeng, Shang Xinxi along with Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing were also discussing something. This discussion had already continued on for a while. In truth, Shang Chaofeng was somewhat surprised at Shang Xinxi joining his side. He had thought Shang Xinxi would join Shang Chunyu or Shang Pulao. His own faction was only rank 3rd and they were currently just watching from the sidelines while accumulating their strength. In normal times, they were very low-key and would choose to retreat when there were problems or contradictions. They had never thought they could obtain Shang Xinxi's interest. Shang Xinxi's cultivation was only at rank 1, while her aptitude was worse and she had almost no foundation in Shang Clan City. However, she had Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing. These were two great rank 4 powers. Even Shang Yanfei, when he was a young master, did not have such experts with him. To be able to have two such experts under her, there were no young masters who did not feel envious. Shang Chaofeng had also naturally sighed inwardly at Shang Xinxi's luck. Now, if he accepted Shang Xinxi, he could indirectly obtain Fang and Bai's help. This was a temptation Shang Chaofeng could not refuse. The atmosphere in the study was harmonious. In the talk just earlier, Shang Chaofeng already sincerely expressed his intention to wholeheartedly support Shang Xinxi in the young master competition. Sister Xinxi, you have already earned 300,000 primeval stones from selling GU worms. We can say that you are at the top currently, but just 300,000 is far from enough. What do you plan on doing next? Shang Chaofeng then added, just say it and I will help you to the best of my abilities. Shang Xinxi glanced at Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan faintly nodded his head. She then said honestly, I won't hide it from Big Brother Chaofeng, I am thinking of doing information gathering business. Information gathering business? Shang Chaofeng could not help but raise his brows. Yes, Shang Xinxi started to explain her plan in detail. Who knew Shang Chaofeng's expression would change and shake his head after hearing it? You want to do information gathering business regarding the battle stage? It is not suitable, not suitable. He said, not suitable, twice, expressing his clear disagreement with Shang Xinxi's plan. Ah, what could be wrong about it? Please teach me Big Brother Chaofeng, Shang Xinxi said in a sincere voice. Xinxi, I urge you to change this plan. You are a newcomer and so you aren't clear about it, it is understandable. You should not bump about with the battle stage randomly. Shang Chaofeng heaved a sigh and continued, Shang Clan City's battle stage is different from other clans' battle stage. Here, demonic GU masters can become our Shang Clan's external elders. This is a policy exclusive to our Shang Clan and we have been able to obtain many talents from this. At present, there are 5 great elders in Shang Clan, among which 3 are external elders. However, this policy has both advantage and disadvantage. The greater the benefits, the higher the chance of malpractice. External elders are the higher-ups of our Shang Clan, and if some trouble enters through it, it will be a great disaster to our Shang Clan. Demonic GU masters are after all demonic GU masters, and even if they change and become righteous, their loyalty can still be questioned. At the same time, besides the demonic GU masters, there are also those righteous path clans with unfathomable motives. Thus, Shang Clan's battle stage is the place which has always been attached with the most importance by Shang Clan higher-ups. There was once a young master who suddenly got an inspiration to start a betting house for the battle stage's matches. The result was that he earned 500,000 primeval stones after just 2 days of opening the betting house. However, on the 3rd day, the betting house was closed down and the young master was demoted and exiled. This is the best warning that shows that the battle stage cannot be touched randomly. Shang Chaofeng spoke of a story only known to insiders. This information was something Fang Yuan, Bai Ningbing and Shang Xinxi did not know. Fang Yuan might have the memories of his previous life, but it was normal to not know of this small secret historical incident about the Shang Clan's internal affairs, even more so when it was closed down so fast. The battle stage was a forbidden zone. That young master touched this place and lost his young master position and was even exiled from the clan. At present, Shang Xinxi was still not a young master but had a plan towards the battle stage. This made Shang Chaofeng realize that ignorance was truly blissful. Xinxi, your plan is a new approach and you have thought of it properly. If it is done, you will definitely make large amount of profits every day. However, the possibility is too low, don't take your own future prospects as a joke. I am in charge of the GU battle zone and your 13th brother is in charge of the auction sites. You can lend us a hand in this field and will be able to go head-to-head against Shang Yifan. Shang Chaofeng gently persuaded. Shang Xinxi was silent. Bai Ningbing furrowed her brows. The corner of Fang Yuan's lips curled up into a smile and he was about to speak, but after taking a glance at Shang Xinxi, he changed his decision and swallowed up the words that were just about to come out of his throat. For a moment, the atmosphere in the study room had become heavy. After quite a while of intense pondering, Shang Xinxi suddenly smiled. Big Brother Chaofeng, I have a different viewpoint regarding the battle stage. This is well worth doing. Shang Chaofeng frowned and fixed his gaze at Shang Xinxi. Under the pressure from Shang Chaofeng's gaze, Shang Xinxi instead smiled and showed her confident look. She continued, the young master before failed after opening the betting house. He was like a moth attracted to fire and was looking for his own doom. His punishment was only by being expelled from the clan. This can be considered merciful from our Shang clan. Why? In the study, only Shang Xinxi's gentle voice continued to sound out. Like Big Brother Chao Feng said, our Shang clan's battle stage is of the highest importance and has been extremely guarded by the higher-ups. Opening a betting house for battle stage to earn huge money will likely give rise to people who will manipulate the battle stage as result from behind the scenes. This will greatly wreck the Shang clan's external elder policy. It looks like one can make enormous profits from the betting house, but to the Shang clan's battle stage, it is a very large vermin. Sacrificing Shang clan's benefits to fill oneself, such actions definitely need to be eliminated and only then can it let the battle stage continue to mature. Shang Chaofeng continuously nodded his head. Shang Xinxi's words were incisive and had a type of aura that made people want to have faith in it. But the information business I want to do has a completely different nature from the betting house. I know Shang clan's biggest information organization Feng Yu Manor has always been investigating into the demonic GU masters at the battle stage. They must investigate properly, to know whether these demonic GU masters harbor evil intentions. However, these investigations are done in secret and never openly. Why? Hee. This is because most of the demonic GU masters are filled with distrust, doubts and even are overly suspicious. They live in danger all year round in a situation where their life hangs on a thread, so the mental pressure on them is so great that they cannot even relax a bit. And if they were investigated after coming to Shang Clan City, they would definitely react badly and be filled with hatred. If Shang Clan wants to absorb even more and even better talents, they naturally can't investigate openly. However, not investigating is even more impossible and the clan cannot be at ease. In this situation, I am going to do information gathering business. I am going to investigate every GU master's general strength, GU worms and battle achievements, and sell this information. At the same time, I will be requesting experts and authority to forecast the results of important matches and make a ranking. This will be very important information to the GU masters participating in the battle stage. Many GU masters wish to obtain an external elder's position and they hope for more fame, and also wish to see their names on the rankings. These information will naturally not touch upon secret matters and will only be a summary and comparison of the strength showed by the GU masters. To demonic GU masters on the battle stage, this will be a great help. At the same time, this will allow the Shang clan to strengthen their grasp more on the battle stage. I think my Lord Father will definitely be happy about this. Why would he suppress such a thing? Shang Xinxi finished explaining her reason and looked at Shang Chaofeng with a smile. At this moment, her eyes were burning bright with wisdom and confidence, displaying unlimited elegance. Bai Ningbing's brows had also smoothed out. This is it, Fang Yuan inwardly smiled. Shang Chaofeng slightly opened his mouth, looking at Shang Xinxi with a stupefied expression. After several seconds, he came back to his senses and could not help applauding and praising her. Good point, your analysis is brilliant. Sister Xinxi, you have a truly unique vision, a pure heart and spirit, I can't help but admire you. I will definitely help you with all my strength for this business. You lack manpower now, I can give you people from my side. You can have as many as you want. Shang Xinxi shook her head, thank you Big Brother Chaofeng, but I have already made my choice regarding the manpower. Shang Chaofeng looked like he wanted to help Shang Xinxi on the surface by sending people, but actually, he wanted to place his own people to control this information gathering business and also strengthen his control over Shang Xinxi. However, Shang Xinxi immediately saw through it and tactfully refused. Not all help comes with good intentions. However, Shang Chaofeng was not willing to let it go. The information gathering business he was avoiding so much earlier had become a rich treasure right now. He continued to persuade. Sister Xinxi, I know you have been trying to recruit Zhou Quan recently, but this person is very proud and contemptuous. Shang Chuniu had personally tried to recruit him before, but was refused and was even reprimanded with the words, an inexperienced junior dares to recruit me, a 100-year-old man. Zhou Quan was now already over 100 years old, and would not willingly submit to someone, especially a junior. Shang Chaofeng was not optimistic about Shang Xinxi recruiting Zhou Quan. Zhou Quan had the ability and was also recognized for it, but he was too arrogant. Let's take a step back and say that you managed to recruit Zhou Quan. What can one man do? You still don't have middle and lower level subordinates. These people also must have some ability, most importantly they should be loyal to you. Establishing such force requires time, a long time. With subordinates that you don't feel at ease, even if you do this information gathering business, it might very well be destroyed by Shang Yifan and he can even steal your gains. Shang Chaofeng might have his own intentions, but his words were very reasonable. Shang Xinxi's beautiful brows could not help but furrow when she heard it. Regarding this young master, Chaofeng does not need to worry. I already have a plan. At this time, Fang Yuan suddenly spoke. Chapter 328. Chapter 328. Eating will be eating. Is that so? Shang Chaofeng replied curtly. Fang Yuan had personally rejected his proposal for Shang Xinxi, he could not force them. Fang Yuan had defeated Zhu Kaibei, had rank 3 peak stage cultivation, but his actual fighting strength was rank 4. At the same time he had the purple thorn token, and was an esteemed guest in Shang clan. Because of all these, Shang Chaofeng had already been showing goodwill towards Fang and Bai. But he was scoffing in his heart. HMPH, trying to establish a force. It needs time, how can they succeed instantly? Never mind, I'll let you guys learn from mistakes. When you fail, I will come out and help you, I would be able to earn more then. Shang Chaofeng contemplated, but he still smiled warmly. The two discussed for a while more, before Shang Chaofeng sent Shang Xinxi and the others personally to the exit. To outsiders, this was an obvious political signal. After saying bye to Shang Chaofeng, Shang, Fang, and Bai walked onto the streets. Today was the auspicious festival, most of the shops were closed, and 2 rows small temporary stalls were on the 2 sides of the road. Come, 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 sour and sweet candied fruits. Let me tell you, this old jade was passed down by my ancestors. Selling rice, a bag of 5 fragrance oil rice for half a primeval stone. The small stalls were situated one after another, selling all sorts of things. The 2 rows spread out as far as the eye could see, as people squeezed about as they tried to buy things, while others watched in a circle, some were bargaining and some were looking around. The auspicious festival was held once a year, be it Fang Yuan, Bai Ningbing or Shang Xinxi, they were not foreign to it. Counting the days, we have already been in Shang Clan City for nearly 3 years. Shang Xinxi suddenly said in an emotional tone. Too many things had happened in the last few years. She sighed, continuing, if it was before, I would never have guessed I would be Shang Clan leader's daughter. Next, Shang Xinxi looked at Fang Yuan, smiling slightly, showing her pure white teeth. If it was not for brother He too, I would not have made it this far. Towards Fang and Bai, Shang Xinxi always felt extremely grateful to them. Bai Ningbing looked speechlessly, the corner of her eyes twitching. Indeed, I did not think your father would be the famous Shang Yanfei. But, it was fate that I saved you. People come and go, that is natural in this world. Fang Yuan looked ahead as he answered. Shang Xinxi's expression changed, she understood what he meant. Brother He too, you are going to leave Shang Clan City. That's right, soon, I will have to leave Shang Clan City with Bai Ningbing, heading towards Sancha Mountain. Fang Yuan said. Shang Xinxi gritted her teeth, she wanted to tell him to stay, but she did not say it in the end. She had spent a lot of time with Fang Yuan, although they never talked about it, she could feel the ambitions in his heart. This man's ambition was too great, a place like Shang Clan City could not hold him. But there is no need to worry. Before I leave, I will make you a young master, and make sure you sit there securely. Fang Yuan laughed. Let's go, I'll bring you to recruit some subordinates. Today, let's complete the foundation for your future force. What, brother He too, you have ideal candidates already? Shang Xinxi asked in surprise. Organizing a force takes a very long time. It takes years of nurturing to obtain loyal subordinates. Fang Yuan's tone made Shang Xinxi feel that loyal and capable subordinates were like cabbage, easily found in the market. On what basis was he so confident and assured? Not just Shang Xinxi, even Bai Ningbing was curious. Just follow me. Fang Yuan walked ahead, leading the way. After many twists and turns, they finally arrived at a small alley. In the middle of a lantern shop and silk shop, there was a small stall. Fang Yuan walked towards the front of this stall. Behind the stall, there was a young man lying down. This young man wore tattered clothes as he leaned on the wall, his eyes half closed, in a dazed expression as his complexion was poor. He looked like he was drunk, and had completely given up on life. Is this young man the person brother He too is looking for? Shang Xinxi analyzed. Bai Ningbing used her sharp instincts to assess this man. Although he was a GU master, he only had rank 1 middle stage cultivation. From his appearance, he was not young already, but only had this cultivation, it was pathetic. Hi brother, what do you want to buy? Oh, Lord Fang Zheng. The young man sensed people and opened his eyes, but halfway through his words, he showed shock and fluster. Fang Yuan was now a famous person in Shangclan City. Without concealing his appearance, many people could recognize him. Lord Bai Ningbing. Immediately after, he recognized Bai Ningbing, and he stammered. Although he did not know Shang Xinxi, from her Gu master aura and her beautiful appearance, he felt dazed. This is 10 primeval stones, I am buying everything here, you can leave now. Fang Yuan tossed a bag of primeval stones. The young man's face showed joy and exhilaration. But next, he was slightly hesitant. The stuff he was selling here were the things his grandfather left behind. From his appraisal, all these were scrap and trash, there was nothing valuable. But why did Lord Fang Zheng want to buy them? Was there really a treasure among them? If there were treasures, would it not be a loss if he sold them? Just when he was still pondering, Fang Yuan already tossed the primeval stones to him. What are you thinking about? You didn't listen to what I said. HMPH, it is your honor that I wanted to buy these. You can scram now, if you don't, you will not have the chance to leave this place. Fang Yuan threatened. The young man was scared until he trembled. He stammered as he shivered. Lord Fang Zheng, you cannot do this. In business, we emphasize on willingness. You cannot forcefully buy them like this, you are someone with great reputation and this is Shangclan City. Smack. Fang Yuan gave him a tight slap and this young man fell on the ground. Scram, Fang Yuan declared, using an icy gaze to look at this young man, speaking emotionlessly. The young man held his face as he trembled under the great fear. He raised his head to look at Fang Yuan, but immediately looked away when he made contact with the abyss-like pupils. He fumbled his way out of the alley silently immediately after. Brother He too, Shang Xinxi looked at his background, her conscience unable to stand it. Bai Ningbing was expressionless, completely unmoved. Xinxi, I am a demonic Gu master, I have my ways of doing things, I emphasize on straightforwardness. Fang Yuan explained casually in a righteous tone. The surrounding stall owners looked towards him. He gave a sweeping glance, and everyone looked away, afraid to make eye contact. If it was Fang Yuan in the past, he would have to control himself and use coaxing, lying methods to buy the item in the stall peacefully. But now, his strength had surged, and his status was much higher, thus he can use the most direct method. It saves energy and time, why not do this? People from the righteous path loved their reputation, and liked showing off their kindness, often doing good deeds for the weak. But Fang Yuan was not righteous, he was from the demonic path. Since ancient times, big fish eats small fish eats shrimps, this was the law of the jungle, the survival of the fittest. Demonic cultivators were used to tearing apart flesh and blood, devouring them whole. Righteous cultivators, however, will shed crocodile tears while they ate, claiming that they had no choice. Many stupid people will fall for their deception. Or maybe they were lying to themselves, unwilling to accept the cruel reality. The truth is, eating will be eating. Usurper eats the usurped, invader eats the invaded, the strong eats the weak, the suppressor eats the suppressed, the higher-ups eat the lower levels. All living beings eat, if not, they would not survive. It is just that they have different eating habits. Fang Yuan chased that stall owner away and lowered his body, picking a token from among the items in the stall. This token was made of black steel, ugly and dirty, with half a piece remaining. There were words carved on it, but after so long, and without the other half of its body, the words could not be discerned. But Fang Yuan knew this word was fan. 300 years ago, a demonic Gu master was heavily injured and fell into the water, eventually saved by a young lady who was at the river. The young girl was very kind. After saving the demonic Gu master, she placed him in the shed and gave him food to eat daily. After the demonic Gu master recovered, to thank her kindness, he made a black steel token, carving a fan word. He split the token into two, giving half to the girl while keeping the other half himself. Before the demonic Gu master left, he instructed the girl, in future, if you have any difficulties, you can go the Danhuo Mountains Guiku Cave, and find me for help. Even after you pass away, this promise will still be effective to the future owner of the half token. The young girl engraved his words into her heart, but after less than 50 years, there was a huge battle on Danhuo Mountain, and the volcano erupted, destroying Guiku Cave. That demonic Gu master was captured by Tai clan and thrown into the demon suppression tower. This half-token lost its use after that. It was passed around by the young girl's descendants. Because it involved the demonic path, When the young girl died of old age, she did not reveal the secret to her children, bringing this information to her grave. The young girl's descendants were chased away by the clan, and eventually settled down in Shang Clan City, as the lineage declined. Descendants were untalented and unfilial. After several generations, only this young man remained. This young man was spoiled from young, having a young master temper, and loved to gamble, drink, and visit prostitutes. After his parents died, he would rely on selling his family assets from time to survive. But one time, during the auspicious market festival, his life changed. 3 brothers who were demonic GU masters came here to shop, and accidentally found the half-token displayed in the stall. Chapter 329. Chapter 329, 3 Brothers of Shang Clan. The 3 instantly became overjoyed, taking out the other half of the token and formed the whole token on the spot. So it turns out, the demonic GU master back then had his descendants too. Before he was arrested by Tai clan, he instructed his descendants to remember this incident and, if possible in the future, repay that kindness. The 3 brothers were descendants of this demonic GU master. After seeing this token, they immediately explained the matter to this young stall owner, asking him if he needed any help. They would do their best to assist him. This young man was very crafty. He immediately replied, he lacked 3 subordinates and there was nobody around to help him. The 3 brothers glanced at each other, before kneeling down together, promising that they would serve the young man for 20 years. They would listen to all of his orders for 20 years, but after that, they would be free. These 3 brothers were famous in the battle stage. They each had rank 3 cultivation, and were most skilled in multi-battles. The young man relied on the strength of the 3 brothers, living the next 20 years in luxury. During the period, he asked the 3 brothers to get food, water, primeval stones for him, and they acceded to all of his requests. But after 20 years, the 3 brothers repaid the favor and left. He had long forgotten how to work, and was too ashamed to beg. In fact, he did not even restrain himself, continuing to live like a king. Less than half a month later, he died. Of course, all these happened in Fang Yuan's previous life. At the moment, the 3 demonic GU masters have not found the half-token yet. And this token was already in Fang Yuan's hands. As for that young man, who cares if he dies? According to his memories, this half-token would only be discovered by the 3 demonic GU master brothers next year. But now that Fang Yuan held the half-token, he brought by Ningbing and Shang Xinxi to find them directly. The 3 brothers also opened a stall before their home, enjoying the festive mood and were having fun. Ah, it is Lord Fang Zheng and Lord Bai Ningbing. Seeing Fang and Bai, the 3 quickly got up. They had all been thrashed by Fang Yuan or Bai Ningbing before in the battle stage. In this world, strength was everything, even more so for demonic GU masters. Bai Ningbing had rank 4 cultivation, while Fang Yuan defeated Zhu Kaibei. There was no demonic GU master who did not respect the 2. I am here today to find the 3 of you. Fang Yuan observed the 3 brothers emotionlessly. These 3 brothers all had the surname Shang. The eldest was called Shang too, shortest among the 3, humble and honest. He was an Earth Path rank 3 upper stage GU master. Second was Shang Huo, wearing a sleeveless shirt and shorts, his body was bright red. He was a Fire Path rank 3 middle stage GU master. The youngest was Shang Feng, wearing a bamboo hat, having sharp tiny eyes, and enjoys squinting when he looks at people. He was a Wind Path rank 3 initial stage GU master. Hearing Fang Yuan's words, the 3 brothers became uneasy. Shang Tu quickly cupped his fist, greeting Fang Yuan. Lord Fang Zheng, may I know what is the issue? If my brothers had offended you unknowingly, I apologize to you here. Fang Yuan frowned slightly. I'm sure you've heard, I had given up on the battle stage to assist Shang Xinxi in becoming a young master. We are lacking manpower over here. I want all 3 of you to join us. The 3 Shang clan brothers frowned. They came to Shang Clan City and entered the battle stage for only one reason, to become Shang Clan's external elder. But now that Fang Yuan wanted them to assist Shang Xinxi, it was very different from their goals. Shang Xinxi was just an inexperienced girl, and only had rank 1 cultivation with core aptitude. The 3 of them all had B-grade aptitude, and their combination strike could temporarily match a rank 4 GU master. Asking them to go under Shang Xinxi and be her subordinate, the 3 brothers were unwilling. If others said this, the 3 brothers would have attacked already, beating the guy to a pulp. But it was Fang Yuan who said it, causing the 3 to be in a difficult position. Fang Yuan had defeated Zhu Kaibei in a battle. They had watched it personally. Even if they joined forces, they could not defeat Fang Yuan. Fang Zheng is here with ill intention. He is obviously trying to forcefully subdue us. Sigh, what bad luck to have been targeted by Fang Zheng. All three of us cannot defeat him, and he even has Bai Ningbing beside him. Moreover, the purple thorn token. The three brothers looked at each other, knowing each other's emotions. The three of them were unwilling, but circumstances forced their hand, they could only choose to give in. But Fang Yuan suddenly said, I do not wish to force you, come if you are willing to, if not, I will not force you. The three brothers glanced at each other, unsure if Fang Yuan was speaking the truth, or just trying to act graceful. But Shang Feng, who was the youngest, was the most daring, as he said carefully, Lord Fang Zheng, to speak the truth, we are used to freedom. We do not want to be involved in Shang clan's young master competition. Thus. The other two smiled meekly, as they bowed towards Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing apologetically. Oh, Fang Yuan's brows raised, as a cold light shot out of his eyes. The three of you are really daring, you dare to reject my invitation. The three brothers' heart thumped. Shang Tu quickly cupped his fists, explaining in a hurry, that is not the case, that is not the case. Lord Fang Zheng, please do not misunderstand, it is our honor to have received your invitation. My brother was too nervous, he did not know what he was saying. Actually what he wanted to say was, we would be glad to go under Lady Shang Xinxi's wing. Yes, that was what I meant. Shang Feng continued. In that case, I am assured. The three of you are so eager, Xinxi, accept them. Fang Yuan turned around, saying to Shang Xinxi. Beside him, Bai Ningbing frowned. Forcing them to join like this, he would not get their loyalty, such a distant subordinate, what use would it be? Shang Xinxi had the same worry, but she still chose to believe Fang Yuan. She took a step forward, saying to the three brothers, from now on, please work hard. Yes, the three brothers of Shang clan pays respect to Lady Xinxi. The three cupped their fists and bowed, replying listlessly. Ha. Fang Yuan raised his head and laughed. The three brothers thought, this Fang Zheng is too despicable, leading the life of a whore but still expecting a monument praising chastity one. Speaking in a righteous manner but acting like a despicable crook. That's right, I forgot something, take a good look. Fang Yuan stopped laughing, and took out a half token, tossing it to Shang Tu. Shang Tu caught it subconsciously. What is this? The other two brothers glanced curiously. But immediately, the three brothers were stunned. This is. The calm and stable Shang Tu cried out. Shang Huo grabbed the token, inspecting it closely. Shang Feng also understood what happened, as he urged his brother Shang Tu, brother, quickly take out our token. Under Bai Ningbing and Shang Xinxi's weird gaze, Shang Tu took out the other half of the token. The two half tokens perfectly fit into one, and an illusionary fire started to burn on the token. This is real. Shang clan's three brothers stared with wide-opened eyes. Shang Tu held the token with shivering arms. What is going on? Bai Ningbing and Shang Xinxi had no clue what was happening. The three brothers of Shang clan, did you really think I came here without a reason? Why are you hesitating? Fang Yuan spoke at an appropriate moment. His words woke them up. Grandfather once said, no matter who the token's owner was, even if it was an enemy, we have to repay the kindness from back then. That's right, although grandfather is trapped, we cannot ruin his reputation. From now on, Lady Shang Xinxi is our new master. But, only for 20 years. 20 years is sufficient to repay the debt. The three brothers discussed among themselves quickly. Next, all three of them kneeled on one knee in front of Shang Xinxi, cupping their fists. Shang Tu, Shang Huo, Shang Feng, the three brothers greets Lady Xinxi. They shouted loudly, with a different tone from before, filled with drive and excitement. Brother He Tu, what is happening? Shang Xinxi found out that they were sincerely joining her, and felt extremely curious. Fang Yuan snickered. It is a long story. We will talk about it next time. Now, let's go recruit some more members. The gang of 6 arrived at the slave market. In the world, there was slave trade. Any strong or affluent first-class clan, or super clan, would engage in slave business. Shang clan's slave trade was handled by the head of the 5 clan elders, Shang Yuli personally. Slave trade was too profitable, the higher-ups were not confident of letting an external elder handle it. In history, only Shang clansmen were in charge of it. Fang Yuan had planned early on, and investigated clearly. He walked ahead, leading the way, quickly arriving at a cage. Within the cage, there were many people. Lady Xinxi, Lord Fang Zheng, Lord Bai Ningbing, are you here to purchase slaves? If that is the case, I do not advise you to buy the people inside this cage. A GU master in charge of handling business quickly came over. Oh, what is that so? Shang Xinxi asked. Lady Xinxi does not know, these people are from Wei clan. Wei clan had a political uprising some time ago, and Wei clan leader was overthrown by his younger brother. The people inside this cage are from the previous clan leader's faction. They are being sold now by the current Wei clan leader. The GU master answered. Xinxi immediately understood why he advised them not to buy these slaves. Wei clan was a first-class clan. Although it was smaller than Shang clan, it was still a famous clan in the southern border. Wei clan's political turbulence was said to be supported by Shang Yanfei. The current Wei clan leader even sent the clansmen to Shang clan as hostage. Many Wei clan elders also secretly transferred their assets to Shang clan. Wei clan could be said to be Shang clan's puppet already. For Shang Xinxi, who was competing to become Shang clan young master, these people were trouble. But Fang Yuan quickly said, "We are buying these people." Chapter 330. Chapter 330, Wei Dexin. This Lord Fang Zheng, are you certain on buying them? The GU master in charge hesitated. Why, are you doubting my decision? Fang Yuan gave him a plain glance. This GU master laughed. He was a Shang clansman, he was not afraid of Fang Yuan like the Shang clan brothers. I wouldn't dare, I wouldn't dare. He cupped his fists, turning to Shang Xinxi. If I am not wrong, Lord Fang is buying these slaves to act as subordinates for Lady Xinxi. But they are really bad news for those competing for the young master position. Lady Xinxi, you are so intelligent, what do you think? Shang Xinxi's eyes were focused on Fang Yuan. She smiled and replied, Brother Heitu's decision is my decision. Just do as he says. Is that so? The GU master in charge was stunned, before smiling. Since Lady Xinxi says so, I will do so accordingly. To speak the truth, I am your supporter Lady Xinxi. You are speaking too much. Fang Yuan gave the GU master a cold stare, interrupting him coldly. Hee. The GU master laughed. Then I shall settle the procedures for you, but there are too many people, there will be a lot of procedures to go through, you need to wait a day. A day later. Bam! Fang Yuan raised his leg and kicked. That GU master did not expect Fang Yuan to strike, and was caught off guard and hit on the stomach. Flying over 30 steps away, he knocked onto a bystander and landed on the ground, falling unconscious after vomiting blood. Who dares to fight in Shang Clan City? Are you tired of living? Quickly surrender yourself. Such commotion immediately attracted attention. The slave market was heavily guarded in the first place. Quickly, 3 groups of GU masters came and surrounded them. It was me. Fang Yuan had no fear, standing up. It's Fang Zheng. The riled up group saw Fang Yuan and immediately lost their vigor. Fang Yuan had rank 4 battle strength, they were only rank 2 and their leader who had the highest cultivation was rank 3 initial stage. They could not even be side dishes for Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan stood on the spot and took out his purple thorn token. The Shang clan GU masters saw the token and their aura diminished once more. The leader's fierce and terrifying face quickly changed, as he smiled and politely said to Fang Yuan, Lord Fang Zheng, we all know you are Shang clan's esteemed guest. But even a guest cannot resort to force in Shang clan, you even injured our clansmen. According to the rules. According to the rules, I will be fined 49 primeval stones. Fang Yuan immediately said. The leader was shocked, not expecting Fang Yuan to be so well versed with Shang clan's rules. Fang Yuan tossed out a bag of primeval stones, waving his hand, there are 50 primeval stones inside, keep the change. The leader received the primeval stones, feeling like a beggar. He had a shocked and dazed expression as he left with the others. If Fang Yuan did not have strength, even with the purple thorn token, he would not have gotten out of it so easily. But now that he was strong, even in Shang Clan City, if he beat up a Shang clansman, as long as it was not someone important, there would be no consequences. The GU master in charge was beaten unconscious by Fang Yuan. The slave market quickly sent out another GU master to attend to them. We are buying everyone in this cage. Fang Yuan pointed at the cage and said. Inside the cage, the people looked at Fang Yuan. Most of them had a dazed or numb expression, but a few stared at him in rage. Fang Yuan's casual attitude of purchasing made them feel extremely humiliated. Yes. The new GU master wiped his sweat as he attended to Fang Yuan politely. In less than 15 minutes, all the procedures were done. This is the rank 3 poison scorpion GU, please keep it well Lord Fang Zheng. Lastly, the GU master handed Fang Yuan a GU worm. This poisoned scorpion Gu had a white body, like a flawless porcelain, and was the size of 2 fingers. This was a rank 3 Gu, with only one ability, defecating. The scorpion feces it produced was black as bean, it was a rank 2 Gu. The saying goes, scorpion feces are one in the world. This scorpion feces Gu, each one had a unique poison. Once used on someone, they needed the corresponding poisoned scorpion Gu to detoxify them once every 7 days. This was the most common method to control slaves. Although there is also the slavery Gu, with better effect, but it was rank 5. It was expensive and rare, it could not be commonly used. Poisoned scorpion Gu, although Shang Xinxi could not activate it, and could not make it defecate, she could make it sting someone without using any primeval essence. Fang Yuan planned to first refine this poisoned scorpion Gu before passing it to Shang Xinxi and letting her refine it. It was too difficult to let her do it herself. What did you say? Someone bought those Wei clan slaves. What did I instruct you? I told you to pay attention to them. Wait a few days for me to settle it out with Shang Chu Niu, and buy them after the situation calms down. In the study room, Shang Pulao had an ugly expression as he scolded the Gu master in charge. The Gu master in charge was lying on a bed with a pale expression. After being kicked by Fang Yuan, he had just woken up when Shang Pulao came to question him. Young Master Pulao, I tried my best already. I wanted to sow discord among them, but that Shang Xinxi listened to Fang Zheng like a lamb. I tried stalling, but before I finished my words, Fang Yuan sent me flying and knocked me unconscious. The Gu master in charge listlessly explained as he laid in bed. These Wei clansmen were once authoritative figures, controlling Wei clan's operation. They have high cultivation and experience in management. If I can get them, I can create half a Wei clan myself. Among them, Wei clan's first lady Wei Dexin is most skilled at nurturing guards. Wei clan leaders' guard troops had once been famous, successfully blocking many assassination attempts, even blocking the attack of 5 rank 3 Gu masters at once. If not for that internal crisis, how could they fall apart so easily? Shang Pulao heaved a long sigh. I am asking you now, can the situation be salvaged? He stared sharply at the Gu master in charge. The Gu master shook his head, explaining in a crying tone, they were all brought away already, the entire procedure was proper and there were no problems at all. Young master, I have failed you. Never mind, have a good rest. Shang Pulao heard this and lost his interest altogether, giving a word of consolation before taking his head. Morning of the next day. In Nanchu Gardens residential square, over 30 members of Wei clan stood. Fang Yuan and Shang Xinxi came together. Earlier, Fang Yuan had helped Shang Xinxi to refine the poison scorpion Gu. A rank 3 Gu was still too strong for her, thus, Fang Yuan chose some other Gu worms to assist her in controlling the poison scorpion Gu. From today onwards, Shang Xinxi is your new master, why are you not greeting her? Fang Yuan handed the poison scorpion Gu to her in front of them. Wei clansmen slowly kneeled on the floor, paying respects to Shang Xinxi. Their voices were listless, filled with helplessness and numbness, they were all behaving like puppets. They were banished from the clan, all these authoritative figures who lived a good life had become slaves. Their dejected and low-spirited behavior was completely natural. Looking at these people, how could anyone feel assured using them? Shang Xinxi felt pity for them, but also worry for herself. Wei Dexin, come out. I want to have a private talk with you. Fang Yuan stretched out his arm, pointing at one of the women. They suddenly became energetic, as many of their dazed expressions became fierce and strong. What do you want? Many people moved their bodies, shielding Wei Dexin. I am warning you, do not lay a finger on her. One of them pointed his finger at Fang Yuan, showing great alertness. Smack! Fang Yuan's expression turned dark, as he took a few steps forward and gave a slap. The person who pointed at him was sent flying by an overwhelming force. His mouth was full of blood as his broken teeth fell on the ground. It seems you are not clear of reality yet. Although I spent a lot of money to buy all of you, I am not against killing some of you for fun. So what if I want to do anything to your clan leader's wife, what can you do to stop me? Fang Yuan had a cruel expression and his voice was like cold as ice. You, Wei clan's gang were outraged, some youngsters clenched their fists, but they did not dare to speak out again. All of you stand down. Wei Dexin made them stand aside as she walked out. Although her face was filthy, it could not hide her beautiful peach-like appearance. She bowed to Fang Yuan. What does Lord Fang Zheng need from this lowly servant? Fang Yuan snorted coldly, using a fierce gaze to inspect her body, Lady Wei, you speak too much. Just follow me and obey what I say. Saying so, he turned around. As meat on the chopping block, Wei Dexin was helpless too. She gritted her teeth and followed Fang Yuan to the lake pavilion. A cool breeze blew, causing ripples on the surface of the lake. Carp swam in the lake, and lotus leaves filled the surface of the water, with red and white flower buds within the leaves. Such beautiful scenery caused Wei Dexin to relax slightly. But Fang Yuan's next sentence made her nervous. He said, Lady Wei, I am very interested in you. Wei Dexin quickly kneeled on the ground. This servant is lowly, it is my great honor that my appearance had attracted Lord Fang Zheng's attention. But I do not dare to offer my soiled body to Lord's grand and masculine body. Ha ha ha, Fang Yuan laughed heartily. Wei Dexin, don't be mistaken. I am very interested in your talent, your body and appearance is just a pair of skeleton in my eyes. Next, I want you to nurture a group of loyal female guards for Shang Xinxi. At the same time, you have to motivate your Wei clansmen properly, tell them to work hard and have a positive attitude. Hearing Fang Yuan say so, Wei Dexin breathed a sigh of relief, as she promised, yes, this servant will follow Lord's orders. He. Fang Yuan laughed deeply again, saying with deep meaning, Lady Wei, I know you are pregnant, and I know your intentions. You want to preserve your husband's only bloodline, and at the same time contact your younger brother Wei Shenjing to exact revenge for you, am I right? As he said so, Wei Dexin's face went pale as her delicate body shuddered. Chapter 331. Chapter 331, Advancement to Rank 4. Wei Dexin knew she was pregnant from her own recent bodily reactions. The new life in her womb gave her great hope. This was her greatest secret and she had never expected that just a few days later, an outsider would expose it directly. How could this not shock her? How could she not panic? In Fang Yuan's previous life, it was Wei Dexin who helped Shang Pulao to win against Shang Chunyu and become the most popular candidate for young clan leader's position at one time. However, in the great battle between righteous and demonic, Wei Dexin and Wei Shenjing secretly contacted each other, and helped Wu clan to scheme against Shang clan, eradicating Wei clan in one fell swoop and taking revenge for the murder of her husband. After this was revealed, Wei Dexin gained fame for being the first person to make Shang Yanfei suffer a loss. Shang Pulao was thus implicated and banished from the clan, having a miserable end. One could say both his success and defeat were due to Wei Dexin. Wei Dexin's talent was outstanding and had now fallen into Fang Yuan's hand. Controlling her and making her work for Shang Xinxi was not a difficult thing for Fang Yuan. Wei Dexin, you don't need to be afraid. As long as you do your best to help Shang Xinxi, I won't do anything to you. I might even help you raise the child in your womb properly. Also, I advise you to not go searching for your younger brother Wei Shenjing for some time. He has already been recruited by Wu clan now and is being monitored all the time. If you don't believe me, you are welcome to find out for yourself. Fang Yuan stroked his fingers. He was sitting on the stone chair with his back straight, and his tone gave a feeling that everything was in the palm of his hand. Wei Dexin was completely dominated by his attitude. The expression on her face as she kneeled on the ground changed. She opened her mouth several times as if to say something, but finally chose to keep quiet. In the end, she deeply bowed her head towards Fang Yuan, her forehead touched the ground and she spoke in a respectful tone, I. However, she had just opened her mouth when she was interrupted by Fang Yuan. No need to say anything else, there is no point. You and your clansman's performance will be the best answer. You can leave now. Fang Yuan waved his hand. Wei Dexin could only leave. Fang Yuan sat inside the pavilion without getting up for some time. He watched Wei Dexin's figure as it gradually vanished within the rows of green trees. He knew that after this talk, she would assist Shang Xinxi with all her strength. After all, in his previous life, Shang Pulao also took advantage of the child in her womb to entice her into fully helping him. Cold wind blew. Fang Yuan gazed at the lake surface. The shimmering lake was reflected in his abyss-like dark eyes. He was silent. Now, Shang Xinxi has the Wei clansmen to act as her middle and lower foundation. With Wei Dexin, she can organize female guards and form a powerful and stable armed force. There are also the 3 Shang brothers who will be her generals. And she has her personal servants Xiao Dai and Xiao Lan as trustworthy assistants. With this, the general framework of her force has been constructed. It is enough to deal with this young master competition. But if we can recruit Zhou Quan and make him the steward, this young master's position will definitely be in the bag. Wei Dexin, Shang clan's 3 brothers, Xiao Dai, Xiao Lan are all generals while Zhou Quan will be the commander. Fang Yuan was very clear that with the help of Zhou Quan, who had plentiful experience and outstanding talent, Shang Xinxi would definitely win the young master's position, and it would even be more stable. Even if Shang Xinxi did not work hard, with Zhou Quan's help, her forces would become firmer and slowly increase to an enormous size. Only Zhou Quan could keep these subordinates of Shang Xinxi under check. Right now, Shang Xinxi could not awe these talents. After all, she was still too young, her aptitude was not high, and her cultivation was not enough. In the GU Master world, rules are cruel and real. The first thing one looks at is strength. The rest are supplementary. However, subduing Zhou Quan will not be so easy. Especially now that the rumors of Shang Xinxi's failure in recruiting Zhou Quan over a dozen times had spread and were given a vivid description. Fang Yuan knew someone was secretly doing this to cause trouble and strike at Shang Xinxi's reputation. But although Fang Yuan knew it, he did not stop it. The timing was still not ripe yet, and he already had a plan. Several days later, at night, in a secret room of Nanchu Garden. Swish swish swish, waves surged in the aperture and thousands of white-silver snowflakes swirled up. Under Fang Yuan's will, the peak stage rank 3 primeval essence rushed at the aperture walls. Like the prancing of 10,000 beasts or the movement of the galaxy, the 90% primeval sea swept through everything with a force majestic and boundless, far above middle and lower grade aptitudes. Primeval essence continuously cleansed the aperture walls. The cleansing slowly and quietly caused a hidden change in Fang Yuan's aperture walls. When this change accumulates to a certain degree, it would cause a qualitative transformation and cause his cultivation to break through rapidly to another realm. This realm was rank 4. Fang Yuan used Relic GU to advance to rank 3 peak stage. And then with the help of Bai Ningbing and Bone Flesh Unity GU, his cultivation had been making rapid progress. Every day, he made such progress that it was beyond normal people's imagination. Rank 4, I am only a step away. This sensation was becoming more and more intense in Fang Yuan's heart. However, the surface of the primeval sea continued to decrease. Snow-silver primeval essence violently attacked the borders of rank 4 realm, consuming huge amounts of primeval essence. 90% primeval sea was of no help, and the aperture walls were already cleansed to sparkling pure, but there was no change. Although rank 4 was only a step away, this step was like a deep gully which was very difficult to cross. No one knew how many GU masters were stumped at the border between rank 3 and rank 4, and how many grand ambitions were stifled. As Fang Yuan looked at the empty aperture, right at that instant, a stream of yellow gold waterfall fell down from the aperture. This came from outside world. It was reinforcements by Bai Ningbing through Bone Flesh Unity GU. Although it was only rank 4 initial stage light gold primeval essence, but the moment it appeared, Fang Yuan's aperture trembled. Under Fang Yuan's will, the waterfall-like primeval essence turned into a tidal wave and charged towards the aperture walls, following the steps of the snow-silver primeval essence. All the accumulation before this burst out at this moment. Crack, following a soft sound, tiny cracks started to appear on the aperture walls. Dazzling white light burst out of the cracks. The cracks continued to enlarge and the crystal walls started to collapse like the collapse of an iceberg. Pieces started falling towards the bottom of the primeval sea and turned into nothingness. 2 whole hours later, under Bai Ningbing's unceasing support of primeval essence, this transformation ended. The crystal walls were no more to be seen, replaced by a layer of thin light membrane. However, this white light was even more dazzling and shone upon the whole aperture. A drop of light gold primeval essence floated up from the bottom of the sea. Yellow gold primeval essence. Fang Yuan advanced into rank 4 realm. I have finally reached rank 4. With just 2 to 3 years in Shangclan City, I made such huge progress. Fang Yuan slowly opened his eyes. Bright, sharp light flashed through them and drew a ray of lightning through the dark secret room. He was pleased with this result. To be able to advance to rank 4 using a short period of 2 to 3 years, he had to first give credit to Bone Flesh Unity GU, Bai Ningbing, and then the favorable environment of Shangclan City. At the same time, the credit also went to his plentiful experience from his previous life and his own efforts. Advancing to rank 4 meant stepping into a whole new world. In the mortal world, rank 1 and 2 were only low levels, rank 3 was middle level, while rank 4 and 5 were the high levels. Elders of many clans were all at rank 4 realm. If GUU Mountain still existed, Fang Yuan could now fight for the clan leader's position. Whether it were southern border, central continent or other places, rank 4 cultivation was enough to let a GU master roam everywhere. GU masters with rank 4 cultivation were a force to reckon with. Many clans only had 1 or 2 rank 4 GU masters. After reaching this stage, Fang Yuan could be said to have grown and exceeded most GU masters. Since rebirth, my cultivation has now reached rank 4. Compared to my previous life, this speed is faster by countless times. By taking a step first and then moving step by step, I have accumulated my advantage continuously and reached today's accomplishment. All these were due to the help of my previous life's experience. All thanks to Spring Autumn Cicada. Fang Yuan was more and more aware of how formidable the rank 6 GU Spring Autumn Cicada was. It was because of Spring Autumn Cicada that he could have another chance. However, although I have advanced to rank 4, Spring Autumn Cicada's recovery speed is getting faster as well. The pressure it is exerting on the aperture is also becoming bigger. Rank 4 is a brand new starting point. I can use many more rank 4 GU with the light gold primeval essence. Next, I need to refine charging crash GU. But before this, I still have something I need to do. 4th Inner City. This is the manor Zhou Quan is in charge of. Fang Yuan stood inside a courtyard with hands behind him and his tone indifferent. Instantly, he got the answer from a subordinate. Yes, Lord Fang Zheng. Right now, standing behind Fang Yuan were Bai Ningbing, Xiao Dai, Shang brothers along with Wei Dexin and her people who had recovered some of their strength after refining some GU just recently. It is this place. Missy and I came here so many times, but we were given cold shoulder every time. Xiao Dai added in angrily from the side. Lord, if you wish to see my master, please pass us your visiting letter. My master is currently taking an afternoon nap. The doorboy walked over and said with an arrogant. He recognized Xiao Dai and understood these were Shang Xinxi's people. Afternoon nap, visiting letter, he. Fang Yuan laughed coldly before his expression immediately turned dark. He waved his hand. Go, smash the door. He. Everyone was stupefied for a while, as the 3 Shang brothers took the lead and walked forward with large strides. What are you trying to do? The doorboy was feeling extreme panicked and could not help but shout. You puny thing dares to block our way, get lost. Shang Huo gave an evil grin and kicked, sending the doorboy flying. Bang! Shang Tu used his brute force to forcefully smash the large manor door. What are you doing? Some servants ran over at the commotion, but with one look at the group of fiendish GU masters, they stood still in terror. Crash bang, slam slam. Fang Yuan's group intruded Zhou Quan's manor and starting charging around violently, smashing everything they saw and beating people up. Shang Feng even took liberties with some pretty-looking servants. The manor was in chaos. Some servants ran around panicking and in fear while some cried, screaming for help and forgiveness. Chapter 332. Chapter 332, Zhou Quan's shock. What do we do, master? The steward frantically ran towards Zhou Quan, asking for instructions. Zhou Quan was shocked awake earlier, seeing that Fang Yuan created a din in his house, he was livid. This Fang Zheng is completely lawless, he actually dared to use force in Shang Clan City. Wait, this aura, rank 4, oh god, how old is he? He advanced to rank 4 already. Zhou Quan observed secretly, but suddenly his eyes opened wide, as he was completely stunned. He was once a rank 4 GU master, the leader of a clan. But he only reached rank 4 realm when he was near 50 years old. Fang Yuan's age was well known in the battle stage, he was only 20. What godly talent was this? Zhou Quan felt lamentation and jealousy, anger and helplessness. Fang Zheng also advanced to rank 4, he is a true rank 4 GU master. He also has the purple thorn token, and has good relationships with Shang Xinxi and Shang Chaofeng. He is too stubborn. Previously he caused trouble in the slave market, but was only fined 49 primeval stones. He has a bright future ahead, he is likely to reach rank 5. According to the rumors, even Shang Yanfei thinks highly of him, and now the entire Shang clan is turning a blind eye to his actions. How can I compete with him? But, if I can't afford to offend him, can't I just hide? Thinking of this, Zhou Quan sighed, saying to his old steward, quickly pack our things, we're going to hide in the shop. They are coming full force at us, we have to avoid them during this period. Yes, master. The old steward quickly went to pack up. A moment later, the gang flipped the manor upside down, the place which was elegant and quiet had become a war zone. Lord, we have searched, we did not find Zhou Quan. Shang Tu reported. He must have snuck out from the back door. He couldn't have gone too far, he's probably hiding in the shop. But all these are within my expectations, I purposely left the back door intact, hee. Fang Yuan chuckled. Zhou Quan thought Fang Yuan would respect Shang clan and stop making trouble. But who was Fang Yuan? In his heart, even the super-sized Shang clan was just a slightly larger stepping stone for his ambitions. Have you prepared what I instructed you to do? Fang Yuan turned around, asking Wei Dexin. Wei Dexin quickly responded, it has been prepared. Very good. Fang Yuan waved his hand, let's go. The gang left the manor, and immediately caused a commotion. Shang clan city had always been very peaceful and safe. Fang Yuan barging into someone's home and messing it up had already attracted a lot of attention. Moreover, Fang Yuan instructed Wei Dexin to circulate news about this matter, thus, it became an even more sensational story in the city. Numerous passers-by were attracted towards the scene. Go! Fang Yuan led the way, bringing his followers as he roamed the streets, purposely keeping a high profile. Along the way, the number of passers-by increased, crowding until the road was packed with people. Master, that Fang Zheng is here again. The old steward reported frightenedly. No need to worry, this shop is owned by Shang clan, he wouldn't have the guts to barge in here. Zhou Quan stroked his beard, calming his steward. Before his words were finished, he heard a loud sound. Fang Yuan had sent the door of the shop flying with a kick in front of everyone, and took large steps into the shop. Stop there. A group of Shang clan city guards walked out with a grim expression. Fang Yuan and gang were so noisy, the city guards were informed long ago. This is a Shang clan shop, you cannot enter by force. This is violating Shang clan city rules. The guard leader shouted as he sweated buckets. He was on duty today, if he did not speak out, Shang clan city will pursue his irresponsibility later. But Fang Yuan ignored him completely, walking in without heeding a word. The others followed suit. Bai Ningbing stayed outside, looking coldly at the city guard leader, emitting her rank 4 aura. We are going in now, so what? Can you stop us? This rank 2 leader's heart was palpitating intensely. He gulped, as he responded with a pale expression, even if I cannot stop you, we have to try. This is Shang clan city, that is our responsibility. You have to know, Lord Fang Zheng's actions had violated Shang clan city's rules, Chapter 3 Article 25. We know, a fine right. Bai Ningbing raised her eyebrows, as she tossed a bag of primeval stones to the leader. There are 500 primeval stones inside, keep the change. We have to continue thrashing the place later, this is an advance payment. After saying that, Bai Ningbing entered the shop as well. The leader stood frozen on the spot, as he held that heavy bag of primeval stones, he was completely stunned by Bai Ningbing's aura. Too arrogant, way too arrogant. The passers-by were roaring. I've never seen anyone acting so lawlessly in Shang clan city. Fang Zheng and Bai Ningbing are rank 4 GU masters, they have the ability. They even have the purple thorn token backing then, who can imitate them? Even if I have the strength, I wouldn't dare to. The air's simply too daring. Doing this in broad daylight, really. As some people discussed, more of the spectators were just dumbfounded. Some wanted to enter the shop to watch the show, but they were either blocked outside by Fang Yuan's men, or chased away by the city guards. Leader, do we go in? A city guard asked softly. Go in for what? To let them throw primeval stones at us. The leader screamed. Wait for Lord Elder to come and settle this himself. Back to Fang Yuan, who was entering the shop. Fang Zheng, what are you trying to do? Barging into a Shang clan shop by force, do you still want to stay in Shang clan city? Zhou Quan's face was grim as he tried to suppress Fang Yuan's dominance using the name of Shang clan. Fang Yuan sneered, looking at Zhou Quan in disdain. Old man, weren't you taking a nap at home? Why are you hiding here? We are both smart people, let's not beat about the bush, I am here for you. You have 2 choices now, submit to me, or die. Choose now. He. Young man, I would advise you to stop your arrogance. Zhou Quan squeezed out a smile, his prideful character taking over, refusing to lower his head. You want to harm me, can't you see where we are right now? Fang Yuan laughed loudly. Why are you laughing? Zhou Quan's face was extremely ugly as he questioned. You've lived for so many years, your foresight is getting worse. Can't you see, I am different from Shang Xinxi. Never mind, I shall show you mercy and give you a chance to fully understand me. Fang Yuan said, suddenly shouting and striking. Zhou Quan did not expect Fang Yuan to be so uncontrollable. After being assaulted, he was immediately sent sprawling on the ground and nearly fainted. But he still had his rich experience, quickly getting up and engaging Fang Yuan in battle. Bam bam bam, the sound of battle spread outside. The crowd standing outside the shop stirred. They fought. He really attacked, this Fang Zheng's guts are made of steel, he is too crazy. Zhou Quan is so unlucky to have met him. Everyone sighed, no one thought Zhou Quan would win. They were right, the battle in the shop quickly ended. Zhou Quan was not Fang Yuan's match at all. He still had some hidden injuries, even though he was rank 3 peak stage, against the overbearing Fang Yuan, there was no way he could win. The shop was thrashed during the fight, almost half the place was destroyed. After the smoke dispersed, everyone saw Zhou Quan sprawled on the ground, bleeding and having bone fractures, immobilized. Fang Yuan was standing on the ground, as he stepped on Zhou Quan's head, giving off a dominating aura. Lord Fang Zheng, what have you done? 3 Shang clan elders came together, shouting. Where are your eyes? Can't you tell from looking? I'm teaching people a lesson. Fang Yuan rolled his eyes, replying loudly. The crowd laughed. Lord Fang Zheng, we are not here for jokes. This matter is too severe, do you know the consequences? The clan elders said solemnly. Zhou Quan, who was trampled by Fang Yuan, sneered, as blood flowed out of his open mouth. Fang Zheng was too rash. He made the matter too severe, how is he going to get out of it this time? Although Fang Zheng is a talent, he is after all, not a Shang clansman. Under everyone's gaze, Fang Yuan laughed, of course I know the consequences. Not only that, I also know what's the consequences of killing a person. Saying so, he took out the purple thorn token. Elders, if I murder in Shang Clan City, it would ruin Shang Clan's peace. According to the rules, I will lose the purple thorn token, is that right? Fang Yuan questioned. Yes, an elder immediately answered. After getting a clear answer, Fang Yuan's lips curled up as he showed a callous smile. He exerted strength, and crushed the purple thorn token into powder. This action caused the crowd to scream in shock, as the elders' pupils shrunk. Fang Zheng destroyed the purple thorn token. That is a purple thorn token, he destroyed it, what a huge waste. Fang Zheng abandoned even the purple thorn token, he clearly wants Zhou Quan's life. Zhou Quan is too arrogant, rejecting Shang Xinxi's invitation so many times. He angered Fang Zheng because of this, what bad luck. Seeing the fragments of the purple thorn token land on the ground, even hitting his own face, Zhou Quan's smile froze. This was a purple thorn token. Fang Zheng destroyed even his purple thorn token, he wants my life. Is he insane? Zhou Quan was completely horrified by Fang Yuan's madness, recklessness and insanity. Chapter 333. Chapter 333, Leaving Shang Clan City. He had assumed Fang Yuan was trying to teach him a lesson. But he did not expect Fang Yuan to have killing intent, even willingly giving up the precious purple thorn token. Just because of me, you acted so ruthlessly, was it worth it? Feeling Fang Yuan's determination, Zhou Quan wanted to cry. He was a normal person. He also feared death. If not, after Zhou Clan was wiped out, and he became alone and injured, he would have died already. But he lived. The desire to live was every living being's instinct. He rejected Shang Xinxi because he looked down on her. He was a proud man, once the leader of a clan, how could he submit to a weak and powerless girl like her? But he did not think the matter would escalate to this extent. Now, he was facing the threat of death. Fang Yuan's insanity was something he did not expect. Had I known this would happen, I would have accepted her invitation. To think it would end up like this. Zhou Quan felt intense regret. Although he was prideful, he was not stupid. Survival and pride, he obviously chose the former. If not, he would not have stayed alive like a beaten dog for all these years. That's right, I understand. My act of rejecting Shang Xinxi was a heavy hit on her reputation. Fang Zheng is her greatest supporter, thus he has to eliminate me. Shang Yifan had misled me. Feeling Fang Yuan's intense killing intent, Zhou Quan quickly thought of the reason. With his intelligence, with just a little analysis, he understood that the rumors earlier were all caused by Shang Yifan. Back then, he was still gleeful and smug. These rumors were the best excuse for him to reject Shang Xinxi. At the same time, he could feel that Shang Yifan valued him greatly from these rumors. In the worst case, he could go to Shang Yifan. Whether it was Shang Yifan or Shang Xinxi had no difference to him. As long as he was willing to help, he could make them young master easily. This was Zhou Quan's confidence. But now he was beyond regretful. Because of this rumor, Fang Yuan wanted to kill him. It was already too late to go to Shang Yifan. Fang Yuan was a maniac, he did not follow the rules. Zhou Quan had completely screwed up this time. Zhou Quan sprawled on the ground, his bones hurting from the battle, as he was immobilized by Fang Yuan's leg on his face. He wanted to open his mouth and beg for mercy. But he could not say it. There are so many people watching, if I beg in public, my reputation will be tarnished. But if I don't, my life will be forfeited. Character decides fate. At the crucial moment, Zhou Quan's arrogance was still influencing him. The saying goes, a wise man submits to circumstances. Zhou Quan, since you cannot understand your circumstance, you are no wise man. I wasted a purple thorn token to kill you, feel honored. Now die. Fang Yuan sneered as he exerted force on his leg. Zhou Quan felt an intense pressure on him, he finally abandoned all hesitation and begged. But because Fang Yuan was using so much force, his cheeks were squeezed together, he wanted to speak, but could not. Zhou Quan was panicking. Wait, I don't want to die, I want to beg, I want to surrender, let me speak. He screamed in his heart, at the same time, he waved his limbs around frantically. He grabbed Fang Yuan's leg, but Fang Yuan's body was as tough as steel, not even moving an inch. I'm dead meat. Just as Zhou Quan was despairing, he heard a familiar voice. Brother He Tu, have mercy on him. Shang Xinxi rushed to the scene. Xinxi, it seems you still found out in the end. I know you treasure talents, but you don't have to beg for his sake. Such a person deserves death. Fang Yuan replied coldly, but stopped exerting force on his leg. No, Brother He Tu, I have to speak. Shang Xinxi was very determined. She continued. You did not spend much time with Sir Zhou Quan, I know him better. Sir Zhou had always been adamant on rebuilding Zhou clan. He bore a heavy weight on his shoulders, he is a person with noble aspirations in his heart. He had once told me with great pain that he could not forget his former clansmen. Before his wife passed away, she told him to rebuild their home. These years, he carried a heavy burden and have been working hard for it. He has his grievances. Is that so? Fang Yuan reduced the strength he placed on his leg, his expression changing. Why don't I remember ever tell you that? Zhou Quan felt weird, when his wife died, he was not even at the scene. But he immediately understood, this was an act Shang Xinxi was putting on with Fang Yuan. Actually, Fang Yuan and Shang Xinxi were still trying to recruit him. They used Shang clan as the stage and acted out a good show. Her words earlier were his ticket out of this mess. It not only portrayed Shang Xinxi's kindness and love for talented people, it also gave him a way out of this predicament. What a great scheme indeed. I am the Zhou clan leader, but today I lost to these youngsters. Truly, the new generation is replacing the old. Zhou Quan gritted his teeth, sighing helplessly. He felt anger, hatred, but also grief and helplessness. So that's it. To think that Sir Zhou was such a man with aspirations. But you are too stupid, assisting Xinxi does not clash with your aspirations of rebuilding your home. You are not afraid of death because of your goals, I am impressed by you. But do you know, dying is easy, but enduring shame and staying alive for your ideals, moving forward with the pressure on you, that is true courage. Fang Yuan said loudly. Zhou Quan heard this, and knew that this was an opportunity Fang Yuan was giving him. This was most likely the last one as well. If he does not accept it, his life would be over, there are no more chances left for him. Thinking so, this old man said, sigh. A new generation breeds new geniuses. After listening to what you both have said, I am greatly enlightened. Fang Yuan loosened his leg. Shang Xinxi was overjoyed, helping Zhou Quan up. Zhou Quan endured the pain on his body, slowly getting up, then paying respects to Shang Xinxi. Zhou Quan greets Lady Xinxi. What did you say? Zhou Quan acknowledged that lass is his lord. In the study room, Shang Yifan heard this and froze in shock. That is impossible. I know Zhou Quan's personality, even back then when Shang Yazi was in charge, and controlled all the shops, he could not recruit him. What abilities does this Shang Xinxi have, to manage to gain his loyalty? Shang Yifan reacted and shouted in astonishment. This really happened. Old Zhang sighed. Shang Xinxi is still young, she naturally doesn't possess the ability. But she has Fang Zheng and Bai Ningbing with her. To speak the truth, I underestimated Fang Zheng. To think that he is so scheming under that straightforward facade, he purposely made the matter impossible to resolve, and forced Zhou Quan to submit to her. If Zhou Quan did not submit, Fang Zheng would have killed him on the spot. Right now, the entire shop district is talking about the matter. There are rumors everywhere, saying that Zhou Quan had been living while enduring humiliation and shame, in order to rebuild his clan. After being enlightened by Fang Zheng, he decided to join Shang Xinxi, who had a love for talents. Shang Xinxi's reputation has surged to a peak now. Shang Yifan heard that enraged. That means all the effort we wasted earlier, spreading rumors around, has instead helped them out instead. Liar, they are all liars. All these rumors must be sent out by them, how could there be such a touching story, HMPH. Young Master Yi Fan, calm down, the competition is not over yet. Although Shang Xinxi has some people now, they might not truly be loyal to her. Now, we still have Madam's help, there is still a high chance of winning. Old Zhang analyzed calmly. As he advised, Shang Yifan's emotions went back to normal. He gritted his teeth, his eyes shining with an ominous light. You are right, building a force takes a lot of time. All these people she recruited were either threatened or forced, how could she gain their loyalty? Next, I will stir up discord among them, and then poach them over with money, I'm sure it'll work. With Shang Xinxi in charge, Fang and Bai as guardians, Zhou Quan assisting, and the cooperation of Wei Dexin and Shang clan brothers, the intel business in the battle stage was finally established. As Shang Xinxi predicted, once the business started, it caused a lot of commotion and reaction. The first day they started, they recouped their invested capital. On the second day, business was still booming. On the third day, business was still on fire. After 7 days, Shang Xinxi's 300,000 primeval stones grew to 440,000. Shang Yifan's schemes did not make any progress. Shang Xinxi's force was very united, and everyone could not be wavered. Such unity made the other young masters feel surprised. Shang Yifan was panicking, because he knew, if Shang Xinxi continued to develop like this, with her current reputation, she would definitely be the final winner. Thus, he started using his mother's influence to affect Shang clan's higher-ups. Shang Xinxi's intel business involved the battle stage, it was a sensitive topic. Shang clan's higher-ups held a meeting and were about to stop Shang Xinxi's business from operating, when Shang Yanfei stood up, and swept away all objections, fully supporting his daughter. Shang Yanfei's attitude was the final blow to Shang Yifan. Several months later, Shang Yifan and his mother's forces lost terribly to Shang Xinxi. Shang Xinxi became one of the 10 young masters succeeding Shang Yazi. But the pain of separation overwhelmed her joy of success. Brother He Tu, are you in such a rush? Shang Xinxi walked outside the city, bidding farewell. You have already become a young master, with your talent, you will definitely grow well here. Xinxi, there is no banquet that never ends, we will meet again in the future, do not be sad. Fang Yuan consoled, but then changed the topic. Before I go, I have something to remind you. Always maintain a wide vision and look ahead. Above the 10 young master position, there is still the young clan leader Shang Tuohai. Above Shang Tuohai, there are the 5 elders of Shang clan, your father Shang Yanfei, and even the supreme elder of Shang clan. Rest assured brother, back then, when Shang Tuohai became young clan leader, he had the perfect conditions. The other young masters also had favorable relationships when they rose to power. But I have neither of those, I can only invest in human capital, only with talents can I compete with them. Brother, if you need anything, inform me, I will do anything I can to help you. Brilliance shone in Shang Xinxi's eyes. Her words caused Fang and Bai to take a second look at her. As expected of the future Shang clan leader, the female talent that shook the world. Alright, until the next time we meet. Fang Yuan looked deeply at Shang Xinxi, before turning around to leave. Bai Ningbing followed behind him immediately. The two, one wearing black and the other white, gradually vanished into the mountainous terrain. Shang Xinxi and her 2 servants stood on the spot, staring at the two's background without moving. Brother He Tu, Sancha Mountain is very dangerous, please take care. Shang Xinxi's eyes were watery as she prayed for him in her heart. Chapter 334. Chapter 334. Immortal Crane Sect, Fang Zheng. In the world of Gu, the regions were magical. At the east, there was a huge sea, with islands which stood out like chess pieces on a chessboard. It was named Eastern Sea. At the west, there was a huge desert, greenery was extremely rare, only yellow sand could be seen everywhere. It was named Western Desert. At the north, there was a huge grassland, people called it Northern Plains. At the south, there was a mountainous terrain, known as the Southern Border. And in the middle of Eastern Sea, Western Desert, Northern Plains, and Southern Border, there was a central area, called Central Continent. Central Continent was over 50 million kilometers wide, primeval energy was extremely rich in the air, and many sects existed. There were many heroes and conquerors, both demonic and righteous, it was an area with plentiful human and natural resources. Its total strength was the strongest compared to the other 4 regions. In the southern part of Central Continent, among tens of thousands of hills, there was a large mountain above the clouds, piercing through the skies. Feihe Mountain. Feihe Mountain was grand and majestic, floating on top of the sea of cloud. Sunlight penetrated the clouds, and shone on the green forests on the mountain. At the foot of the mountain, waves crashed as the tides rose and fell. Whenever the winds blow, the sea of clouds would experience great movements, the bamboo forests would sway with the wind, as 10,000 cranes sang. Ironbeak flying crane, fire pellet crane, tailwind crane, cloud mist crane, stellar light crane. Over 10,000 types of flying cranes flew or rested in the pine trees. It was an overwhelming sight to behold. The 10,000 cranes on Feihe Mountain were famous in Central Continent. As for the Gu masters on the mountain, they were famous throughout the world. This was Immortal Crane Sect, one of the top 10 sects in Central Continent, possessing one of the strongest force in Central Continent. Right now, there was a crucial battle happening in Immortal Crane Sect's sparring arena. Two youngsters, wearing similar clothing, were engaging in a fight. The two moved about as they tangled and fought together. Too strong, I cannot imagine, both of them are only around 20 years old. Outside the arena, the spectators were watching this battle intently. Shock, admiration showed on their faces. Senior brother Sun Yuanhua, he is a veteran expert. The number one in the previous third-year small examination, I am not surprised he has such strength. But that junior brother Feng Zheng, it is shocking that he possesses such ability. That's right, he is a black horse in this year's 8-year middle examination. No one expected him to reach the finals. These years, junior brother Feng Zheng had been keeping a low profile, like an ordinary mountain rock. No one cared about him, he was completely not eye-catching. But who would have thought that during this examination, he would soar into the sky and have his name become renowned in Immortal Crane Sect? Many people sighed as they showed admiration and jealousy. Feng Zheng kept a grim expression as he had a sharp gaze, fighting evenly with Sun Yuanhua. These years, he had grown taller, his shoulder was broader, and his waist was thicker, he had become more mature and stable. Suddenly, Feng Zheng unleashed a jade green wind, forcing Sun Yuanhua to retreat. Senior brother Sun, just admit defeat, he said in an extremely confident tone. Little junior brother, show me what trump card you have. Sun Yuanhua laughed, replying with the same level of confidence. All right then, Feng Zheng whistled, as the sound traveled far. Soon, the cranes called back to him. Everyone turned to look, and numerous eyeballs almost popped out as they stared with wide-opened mouths. An Ironbeak flying crane group. Oh heavens, so many flying cranes, is this an illusion? How is that possible? This is a myriad beast king. Feng Zheng reaching rank 4 middle stage was already a god-tier talent. But he can actually control a crane group that is almost 10,000 in number. What method is this? Everyone gasped, feeling extremely shocked in their heart, some unable to believe the scene before them. Even several sect elders stood up from their seats in shock. Sun Yuanhua's expression became extremely solemn. Ironbeak flying crane group, coming with an imposing aura, and an advantage in numbers, it gave him great pressure. But he did not intend to give up. His eyes shone with determination. Junior brother Fang, you are impressive. But can you really control so many flying cranes? I have not lost yet, because I have a crane group too. Come out. Feihe Mountain had tens of thousands of flying cranes, such a territorial advantage was well used by the people in Immortal Crane Sect. Feng Zheng had a crane group, but Sun Yuanhua was also a genius in the sect that received ample nurturing, he also hid a crane group secretly. Hearing Sun Yuanhua's command, a group of cranes quickly flew out. This crane group posed a stark contrast to Feng Zheng's Ironbeak flying crane group, there was only a few hundred. But the cranes Sun Yuanhua controlled was different from the Ironbeak flying cranes. On their bodies, they had white feathers, but there was blue color on the tips of the wings and tail, as well as their claws. Under the sunlight, they gave a metallic shine. At the same time, when they flew, traces of blue static lightning could be seen on their bodies. Be careful, these flying cranes are illusion lightning cranes. They have a fierce nature and are skilled at fighting alone. Ordinary Ironbeak flying cranes are not their match. Feng Zheng heard Lord Sky Crane from in his mind. I understand, Master. Feng Zheng replied immediately, his eyes shining brilliantly as he observed the illusion lightning crane group and manipulated his Ironbeak flying crane group. They're going to crash. The Ironbeak flying crane group is too huge, it is like a giant monster. Senior brother Sun's crane group might not even make a dent in it. No, senior brother Sun still has a chance. Crane battles aren't about numbers, it depends on their control and manipulation. Senior brother Sun had been training hard all along, his control of the crane groups is definitely one of the best. It all depends on Feng Zheng's performance now. To speak the truth, I don't think Feng Zheng will win. Although he is a genius, he is still human. These few years, he had to cultivate to rank 4, do the sect missions, and assemble his exemplary set of GU worms. All these had used up much of his time. I don't believe he still had time left to train his crane group manipulation skills. Everyone discussed with great fervor. Such an intensive fight, it was rarely seen in the sect's 3-year small examination and 8-year middle examination. Only in the 15-year large examination would it be seen occasionally. Although Fang Zheng possessed a huge number of cranes, not everyone thought highly of him. The scene now was like the fight between two armies. Fang Zheng had almost 10,000 flying cranes. He had a large army, but because of the numbers, it was easy to lose control over them. He was only rank 4 middle stage, the strength of his soul was limited, he could only have that much mental energy. Meanwhile, although Sun Yuanhua had fewer cranes, all of them were elites, and he could manipulate them easily. With the amount of time he placed into controlling them, his crane manipulation skill was one of the best in the sect. Seeing the two army about to crash in the air, at this moment, Sun Yuanhua suddenly leapt. He activated the GU in his aperture, causing him to turn into a flash of lightning, closing in on Fang Zheng. Fang Zheng did not expect him to strike so suddenly. This way, Sun Yuanhua would fall into the encirclement of the Ironbeak flying cranes, and get himself into grave danger. Sun Yuanhua attacked like a hurricane, like he went mad, his strength was something beyond what he had displayed earlier. Fang Zheng lost the initiative and was suppressed, only able to defend with all his strength. The two cranes engaged in the air, while on the ground, Fang Zheng and Sun Yuanhua fought intensely. Although the numbers of illusion lighting cranes were few, they were united, and charged together, tearing apart many Ironbeak flying cranes. In contrast, the Ironbeak flying cranes, although many, were a mess, like a pack without a leader. The Ironbeak flying crane group could not block this small number of illusion lightning cranes. Senior brother Sun is amazing. His battle tactic was superb. That's right. Fang Zheng has limited concentration, manipulating this large group of cranes is like a baby wielding a hammer, amateurish and unskilled. He himself is being attacked by senior brother Sun, he can't even defend himself properly, with his concentration on defending, how could he bother with controlling the cranes above him? But the Ironbeak flying crane group is just too huge, there are many hundred beast kings, several thousand beast kings, and even a myriad beast king. In the illusion lightning crane group, there are only 300 beast kings and 1 injured 1,000 beast king. In order to avoid these beast kings, the illusion lightning cranes have to attack from the right and left, even if they injured many ordinary Ironbeak flying cranes, they are greatly injured themselves. Sun Yuanhua and Fang Zheng are evenly matched, one attacks and one defends, they are extremely familiar with each other's moves, there is no clear winner. We can only look at the result of the crane battle. An elder saw the victory condition of this match. If the Ironbeak flying crane group can devour the illusion lightning crane group, then it was Fang Zheng's victory for certain. But if the illusion lightning crane group rushes out of the Ironbeak flying crane's encirclement and goes to help Sun Yuanhua, Fang Zheng would lose. Endure for a bit more. Try and divert some attention to the Ironbeak flying cranes and kill all the illusion lightning cranes. If you can do that, it would be a huge breakthrough, it would be extremely helpful to you in the future. In Fang Zheng's mind, Lord Sky Crane's voice continued to advise. Fang Zheng exerted all his strength and followed what Lord Sky Crane said. But right when he was about to succeed, Sun Yuanhua would always break his concentration with a flurry of attacks. Sun Yuanhua was older than Fang Zheng, he had placed a lot of effort in manipulating cranes, under his control, although the cranes were injured, they were already about to break out of the Ironbeak flying crane's encirclement. Junior brother Fang Zheng, it is still too early for you to defeat me. He sneered. Such words were heard by Fang Zheng, and it triggered the deepest part of his memory. Back then, on Qingmao Mountain, Jiuyu village, he and his older brother Fang Yuan fought in the arena. Fang Yuan said the exact same words. No, I cannot lose. I have to take revenge for my clan, for my uncle and aunt, for my clan leader, for Lord Qingshu. Why have I worked so hard in these last few years? I must stand before my brother and defeat him. How can I lose to Sun Yuanhua now? Flames burned in Fang Zheng's eyes. He endured the pain in his head, and diverted his concentration. The Ironbeak flying crane suddenly moved, like a huge beast opening its mouth, devouring the illusion lightning crane group. Seeing this, Sun Yuanhua's face went pale. Victory! The crowd cheered. Fang Zheng was the number 1 in the 8-year middle examination, defeating Sun Yuanhua and became an elite disciple of Immortal Crane sect. Chapter 335. Chapter 335. GU Immortal by whose inheritance? Central Continent's sect system was different from Southern Border's clan system. In clans, blood ties sustained the hierarchy, and clansmen were the target for nurturing. But in sects, masters and disciples replaced the bloodline system. In sects, they recruited disciples, and as long as one had good talent and character, they would be accepted. Precisely so, Fang Zheng was absorbed into Immortal Crane sect as one of its member. In Immortal Crane sect, from low to high, they were classified as outer disciple, inner disciple, elite disciple, legacy disciple, sect elder, sect leader, and the supreme elder. 3-year small examination was to choose inner disciples. 8-year middle examination was to choose elite disciples. As for the 15-year large examination, it allows one to ascend to a legacy disciple. Above the legacy disciple, it would be the sect elders. The sect elders in Immortal Crane sect had at least rank 4 cultivation. The sect leader would have rank 5 cultivation, and the supreme elders were rank 6 GU immortals. There was even rank 7 among them. Central Continent was the strongest region compared to North, South, East, and West. Immortal Crane sect was the top 10 sect in Central Continent. It was even stronger than Shang clan. The disciple selection did not involve place of birth, or any regional priorities. Thus, in Immortal Crane sect, there were no C grade aptitudes. B grade was the most commonly seen, but there were many A grades as well. Fang Zheng was a genius with a grade aptitude, no doubt. But in Immortal Crane sect, in such a super-level force, there were many geniuses just like him. Fang Zheng, you were born smart and were willing to undertake hardships. Now that you have rank 4 cultivation, you are already qualified to be a sect elder. But you have only entered the sect for a short time. You need to complete many sect missions to prove your loyalty. I hope you can continue to work hard, become victorious in the large examination, and become a legacy disciple. Immortal Crane sect leader sat on his grand seat as he looked down at Fang Zheng, who was kneeling below the stairs. Yes, I will remember leader's teachings. Fang Zheng replied. Now, I have a sect mission to hand to you and a few elite disciples. Go back and read through the details, go. The sect leader said as a bookworm flew out. Fang Zheng received it and took his leave. Once he returned, he laid down on the bed and fell asleep. Controlling GU worms required a lot of concentration. He expended a lot of his mental energy in doing so. At times he had to multitask and do multiple things at once. In the battle with Sun Yuanhua, Fang Zheng used all his trump cards and truly expended all his means. He was too tired, forcefully meeting the sect leader to finish the initiation for advancing to an elite disciple. His head was still hurting, like a hammer was hitting him, while his shoulders were so sore that they could barely support his neck. He was drowsy and felt lightheaded. Fang Zheng slept for 2 days and 2 nights, until a series of knocking woke him up. Once he pushed the door open, he saw a group of elite disciples. These disciples comprised both male and female. They were mostly rank 3, but there were a few with rank 4 cultivation. Different from clans, which did not require loyalty to be tested, sects needed to do so. The higher the hierarchy, the fewer the number of elite disciples, legacy disciples, and elders. Many cultivated to rank 4, but were eliminated during the examinations. Thus resulted in many disciples and elders having the same rank 4 cultivation. But regardless of their cultivation, the elders definitely had higher battle strength than disciples. That is because they were chosen strictly through examinations, and were the most talented among thousands. Fang Zheng, we have the same mission. On this trip, I hope we can take care of each other. Fang Zheng, I saw your battle with Sun Yuanhua, it was very exciting. I hope we can spar along the way. These people were very amiable. That is because they knew Fang Zheng controlled an Ironbeak flying crane group that was 10,000 in number. Although he could not control them perfectly, such strength was still respectable. You are too polite, my fellow sect brothers. I am ashamed. These few days, I had been sleeping. I have not seen the mission details yet. Fang Zheng cupped his fists, admitting. I see, in that case, I will tell you directly, our mission this time is extremely important. Fang Zheng, a few months ago, a shocking event happened at TNT Mountain. Do you know about it? An elite disciple asked. TNT Mountain. Fang Zheng nodded. This matter was huge, I know about it. On TNT Mountain, Fairy Baihu's inheritance appeared. Fairy Baihu is a famous person in the righteous path, a rank 6 GU immortal, and owns the Hu Immortal Blessed Land. Once this inheritance appeared, many GU immortals came out. As long as one inherits this inheritance, they would gain her blessed land. Right now, TNT Mountain is heavily surrounded by many GU immortals. Fang Zheng, I'll tell you directly, our mission this time is to go to TNT Mountain and try to obtain this inheritance. The Lord Gu Immortal of our Immortal Crane sect has already come to an agreement with the lords of the other sects. In order to maintain peace, they will not strike, but instead, choose some elite disciples in their sect to compete in a fair manner. Feng Zheng heard this, and his eyes widened, showing intense desire. Are you serious? This was the inheritance of a Gu Immortal. Of course, if we are truly fated and become her inheritor, we would definitely shoot to success. In the future, we have a great chance of breaking through to Gu Immortal realm. But other than our Immortal Crane sect, there is also Heavenly Lotus sect, Spirit Butterfly Valley, Ancient Soul sect, Heaven's Envy sect and the other Central Continent's top 10 sects. Thus, during this trip, we have to cooperate and stay united. Of course, Feng Zheng immediately replied. Huo Tan Mountain in southern border is a dormant volcano. It is about 3 kilometers tall, and the peak of the mountain is flat with a hole that is flowing with magma within. Thick smoke rose from the funnel occasionally like a chimney. The greatest resource on this mountain were charcoal stones, almost seen everywhere. This type of charcoal stone burnt for a long time and emitted little heat, and did not give out smoke. It was most commonly used in Shangclan City, 5th inner city. It had been numerous days since Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing stepped into Huotan Mountain. They had set off from Shangliang Mountain. To reach Sancha Mountain, Huotan Mountain was a necessary stop. Stepping on the charcoal stones, one would feel the heat from below, as the air was dry and without moisture. Looking far, all one could see was dark red charcoal stones. There were trees on this mountain too. But these trees were short and thin, their branches were like needles and did not block sunlight. Thus, on Huotan Mountain, one could have a wider vision than compared to being on other mountains. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing traveled on the mountain. If birds flew in the sky and looked down, they would see 2 tiny ants crawling slowly. The truth is, they were being observed. Hee, they are finally here. Huotan Mountain is a necessary location along the path. They will definitely pass by here if they want to go to Sancha Mountain. At an insignificant corner, 2 demonic Gu masters were hiding. They were 2 bald men. The older one was called Zhao Huang, while the middle-aged man was called Meng Tu. They were a famous assassination duo among the demonic Gu masters. As long as we kill these 2, Shang Clan would have 10,000 primeval stones as reward, and we will also get a yellow pair token. How can we let go of such a good deal? Meng Tu licked his lips excitedly. But they are both rank 4 Gu masters, we are only rank 3 peak stage. This is a good deal, but the risks are higher. I'm not sure if it was a mistake to accept this. Zhao Huang was older and wiser, showing worry on his face. Elder brother Zhao too, don't be frightened by their cultivation. So what if they are rank 4, they are only rank 4 initial stage. Most of the Gu worms in their hands are still rank 3. Moreover, it is not like we have not killed a rank 4 Gu master before. Remember that Xiao Fulu who was killed by us. Meng Tu encouraged. Once he mentioned Xiao Fulu, Zhao Huang frowned, as he said nervously, didn't I mention it many times, don't talk about Xiao Fulu. He is the grandson of Xiao Clan's supreme elder, we offended a Gu immortal when we killed him. Keep this matter in your stomach and never mention it again. HMPH, so what if he is a Gu immortal? Haven't we lived free and safe all these years? Meng Tu pouted indifferently. Gu immortals are not omnipotent, not to mention these 2 newly advanced rank 4 Gu masters. Brother, don't forget that we've spent several days preparing that trap for them. He. Speaking of that trap, Zhao Huang's expression relaxed. He muttered, as long as they fall into the trap and engage in a fierce battle, their primeval essence will be depleted and we will have a chance to act. Exactly, Meng Tu said, as his eyes suddenly glowed, saying softly but excitedly, quickly look, they fell for the trap. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing stopped walking. The nearby ground started shaking violently. Rock shrapnels fell down the cliff from both sides. On the ground, the soil was moved away as lava crocodiles crawled out from the ground. It is a lava crocodile group, there is 1,000 Beast King. Bai Ningbing concentrated, looking at the leader of the group. This lava crocodile king was huge, the size of 3 elephants. Its body is covered with deep red scales, and 4 thick legs supported its huge body. A crocodile tail giving off a metallic glow was over 10 meters long. On its back, there were 2 lumps, like 2 small volcanoes. As it breathed, 2 traces of black smoke rose from the volcanoes, thick and thin rhythmically. As the lava crocodile king crawled out of the ground, it stared at Fang and Bai, but most of its attention was on Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing were rank 4 initial stage Gu masters, but he had rank 4 middle stage primeval essence. The lava crocodile king had sharp senses, it immediately sensed that Fang Yuan's aura was scarier. It opened its mouth, and over 1,000 lava crocodiles encircled Fang and Bai. Facing such a dangerous situation, Fang Yuan laughed. It is but a few crocodiles, Bai Ningbing, cooperate with me and kill this lava crocodile king. Okay, Bai Ningbing replied plainly, but battle intent surged in her eyes. Back then, when they first left Qingmao Mountain, they had also encountered a lava crocodile king, and stayed away from it. But now, they were different, having rank 4 cultivation, even if this lava crocodile king was a 1,000 beast king, it could not stop their path. Chapter 336. Chapter 336, Hero Saves the Beauty. Rocks cracked and flew, the crocodile group hissed in pain. The large battle was at its end. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing stood high on Huotan Mountain, surrounding them were corpses of lava crocodiles. Meanwhile, that 1,000-beast king lava crocodile king was on the ground with all the bones in its body broken, the 2 protruding mini-volcano on its back were also smashed apart. It hissed in a soft voice as it laid flat on the ground with blood pouring out from countless wounds on its body. Its claws shook as it tried to rake the ground to drill underground, however it no longer had enough strength. Its struggles continued to decrease till death finally descended on it. With the death of the 1,000-beast king, the remaining lava crocodiles immediately scattered, drilling into the ground or fleeing in disarray. After roughly clearing up the battlefield, Fang and Bai resumed their journey. Zhao Huang and Meng Tu were hiding in a faraway corner without moving even a bit. These 2 famous assassins had quite an unsightly expression right now, just like zombies. They were scared. Are these 2 still humans? They contended against the whole lava crocodile group with just their own strength. Bai Ningbing walks the ice path and greatly suppresses the lava crocodiles. That can't be helped, but the main thing is still that Fang Zheng, he is simply a monster in human skin. The more injuries he suffered, the stronger he became. At the end, he even sent the lava crocodile king flying easily. Zhao Huang and Meng Tu glanced at each other, both saw palpitation in each other's eyes. Fang and Bai's terrifying strength greatly exceeded their expectations. They did not live in Shangclan City, so only after seeing the whole battle, did they become deeply aware of Fang and Bai's terror. These 2 youths are seriously only around 20 years old. Screw that, compared to them, we were simply living a dog's life for the last 40 years of our career. Meng Tu cursed out in fear. Brother Meng Tu, don't say so. Hearing you say that, I am completely ashamed of myself. The older Zhao Huang heaved a deep sigh. Undoubtedly, these 2 are geniuses. Comparing oneself to others will only make you angry. We are simply not their match. If I had known this early, I would have never accepted this deal. Brother Zhao Huang, your words have spurred on my competitiveness and made me more indignant. This is still not finished, although we can't defeat them, we still have a chance. Meng Tu said as he spit out some saliva. What chance? Think of it, Brother Zhao Huang. They are going to Sancha Mountain to seek benefits from the 3 kings' inheritance. Sancha Mountain is extremely chaotic right now with rank 4 and rank 5 experts everywhere. They will definitely have to clash with others once they reach there. We will look for an opportunity while they are there. If we can take advantage of the situation while they are in trouble, that will be the best. Zhao Huang's eyes brightened upon hearing this reminder. He patted Meng Tu's shoulder. Brother, what you said makes sense. Let's go to Sancha Mountain. There was something fishy about that group of lava crocodiles. Fang Yuan thought along the way. The timing of the lava crocodiles and the area they appeared in were too coincidental. The moment they appeared, they firmly surrounded Fang and Bai. Bai Ningbing did not sense anything wrong, but the astute Fang Yuan with his previous life's experience could smell a conspiracy. Fang Yuan was very familiar with such situations. Someone intentionally designed this trap and wanted to deal with me. But which side is it? Wu clan, Bai clan or Shang clan? Fang Yuan inwardly pondered. Because I know Li Ran's identity and I have now left Shangliang Mountain, there is a probability that Wu clan would make a move. As for Bai clan, I have become their enemy. I know the huge secret of their clan's spirit spring drying up and have extorted them of 3 million primeval stones. How could they not hate me? There is also Shang clan. The amount of Shang clansmen I have offended are also many. Shang Yazi, Shang Yifan, after buying that group of Wei clansmen I also offended Shang Pulao. In Shang clan's young master competition, I was one of the forces of Shang Xinxi, and if I was to be eliminated outside, she would be greatly weakened. Forget it, let's not think too much about it. I will just deal with it as they come. Fang Yuan shook his head and threw the disorganized thoughts out of his mind, clearing his thoughts. If it was before when he was weak, he would have to exhaust all his energy to plan for everything. But now, his strength had increased by a lot and he had the aura of someone who would not move no matter what wind attacked him. Central continent. Wind whistled through the sea of clouds. 10,000 flying cranes were flapping their wings together. Fang Zheng and the other elite disciples of Immortal Crane sect stood or sat cross-legged on the flying cranes and hurried towards TNT Mountain. Boss Fang Zheng, your crane group is really mighty. We will definitely shine brightly on this trip to TNT Mountain and sweep through everything. An elite disciple said. He used a GU while speaking, so no matter how strong the wind blew, his voice was not obstructed and was clearly transmitted to everyone. You speak too highly of me. This time, the ones participating in the competition for GU Immortal by whose inheritance are all elites from the 10 great sects. If we want to get the inheritance, not only do we need strength but also luck. Boss Fang Zheng, you are too modest. With your myriad crane group, who can stop us? Immediately another elite disciple said. Boss Fang Zheng, you are my role model. No wonder you were dispatched to this mission by the sect leader after just becoming an elite disciple. On this trip to TNT Mountain, we will only be following your lead. An elite female disciple said respectfully. On the way, Fang Zheng had sparred with all the elite disciples. He was very strong and also had a spirit incubating flea in his aperture. Lord Sky Crane's soul resided in the spirit incubating flea and would give guidance from time to time. There was also the support of the myriad crane group. Because of this, Fang Zheng defeated all the other elite disciples. He was not arrogant after his victory, he had a great bearing and was modest, easily winning everyone's good impressions and was pushed to become their head. They were all in admiration of Fang Zheng. Among the 10 great sects of Central Continent, which one of them does not have deep foundations? I am sure they also have talented people among them. Although I have the myriad crane group, my weakness is that I can't control them fully. I still need to ask you all to provide guidance regarding the control of the flying cranes. Fang Zheng cupped his hands towards the people beside him. We wouldn't dare. It is our honor to be able to spar with Boss Fang Zheng. Boss, you have been cultivating so hard these days that it makes us blush with shame. Boss, your progress is remarkable, you have an innate talent in controlling the cranes. You only lacked practice before, and given some time, you are sure to surpass Sun Yuanhua. The other elite disciples said words of agreement. Their words were from the depths of their hearts. On this journey, they could clearly notice Fang Zheng's progress. Fang Zheng smiled. With Lord Sky Crane providing guidance and secret experiences, and even controlling his body sometimes, how could he not improve at a lightning pace? After flying for some time, the Ironbeak flying cranes started to cry out one after another. Fang Zheng and the rest understood. All right, it is time, we need to land and feed the flying cranes. Fang Zheng stamped, the flying crane group started to pierce down through the layer of clouds under his control. For a moment, it was only a scene of white vastness. Soon, the clouds and mist disappeared as the group flew down from the layer of clouds to the verdant and lush ground. Flying cranes also needed to eat. The larger the scale of the crane group, the higher their demand for food. Fortunately, Ironbeak flying cranes could eat anything. Sometimes, they even ate stones to fill their stomachs, thus were very easy to raise. Fang Zheng possessed such a large-scale crane group, but it was also equally troublesome. After every set intervals, he would need to fly to the ground and feed the crane group. There is a battle going on. As they were descending down, an elite disciple suddenly spoke out. Everyone immediately discovered the unusual state on the ground. 4 demonic GU masters were laughing evilly while surrounding 3 female GU masters and slowly nearing them. Tisk, it is the 4 great obscenities. Soon, an elite disciple exposed those 4 demonic GU masters' identity with a disgusted tone. These 4 great obscenities were separately, Eastern Obscenity Chen Yi Dao, Western Thief Yu Ba Guang, Southern Disturbance Shi Bao and Northern Squandering Fan Chun Yao. They had been traveling all over Central Continent and were all rank 4 GU masters. They were extremely strong and were even able to contend against rank 5 GU masters when they combined their strength. Look, they are actually surrounding Fairy Bai Sha of Heavenly Lotus Sect. An elite disciple with sharp sight shouted. HMPH, demonic paths people, every single one of them needs to be executed. Fang Zheng's expression turned incomparably cold and immediately commanded the crane group to charge down without thinking much. Fairy Bai Sha, it will be difficult for you to escape this calamity today. To think our luck is so good today to be able to smell the aroma of Fairy Bai Sha. Even if we suffered heavy injuries, it is worth it. The four great obscenities winked as they pressed on towards the three female GU masters. Damn it! Fairy Bai Sha gritted her snow-white teeth. She was seriously injured and did not have strength to break through. Just as she was starting to feel desperation and was thinking of committing suicide, she suddenly heard the cries of a group of cranes from above her. Who is it? The four great obscenities raised their heads and shouted. Immortal Crane Sect's elite disciple, Fang Zheng. Fang Zheng was standing on the back of the Ironbeak Flying Crane King, his tongue seemed to burst out with thunder. He stood upright and proudly on the crane's back, his body was robust, his brows thick and his eyes like that of a tiger's. He fixed his gaze on the four obscenities and waved his hand. The elite disciples behind him and 10,000 Ironbeak Flying Cranes passed him and charged towards the four obscenities. Heavens, so many cranes! It is one of the 10 great sects, the elite disciples of the Immortal Crane sect. What bad luck, we have injuries and can't contend against this group, let's retreat. The four great obscenities sized the situation before turning to flee, and soon, they had escaped far away, their figures disappeared from everyone's sight. These demonic path trash, they might not have other abilities but they are pretty quick in running. The elite disciples laughed loudly. Are you okay? Fang Zheng got off from the back of the crane and approached Fairy Bai Sha, asking softly. I am okay, thank you young master Fang Zheng for saving me. Fairy Bai Sha looked at Fang Zheng, her face blushed red and her gaze carried hints of infatuation. She had thought she would not be able to escape this calamity, but a hero came falling from the sky. Fang Zheng was like the hero saving the beauty and it left a deep impression on Fairy Bai Sha. Chapter 337. Chapter 337. Leaving somebody in the lurch. Two young babies, leave behind your primeval stones, strip off your clothes and kowtow to your grandpa thrice, and I shall spare your little lives. Gahaha. A rank 3 old demonic GU master with disheveled hair suddenly appeared and blocked Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing's way. Hee, the old monster Heishi is making it difficult for newbies again. These two youths are out of luck considering they ran into the old monster Heishi. That girl looks quite pretty. Why does she look somewhat familiar? It is a pity the old monster Heishi is here, otherwise we would have made a move. From within the darkness, many demonic GU masters looked here with sinister smiles on their faces. Bam! Fang Yuan's response was straightforward, he directly summoned his beast phantom. The moment he made a move, the breath concealment GU lost its effect, and his rank 4 aura was revealed in its whole. Shock and desperation immediately showed on the old monster Heishi's face. He wanted to escape but Bai Ningbing also made a move at the same time and kept him in check. The old monster Heishi was directly struck by Beast Phantom and turned into minced meat. Blood, bone pieces and brain matter mixed together and splattered all around. What the FCK? Oh god, these two youths are both rank 4 GU masters. I remember it now, they are black and white twin demons. One is called Fang Zheng and another is Bai Ningbing, both are geniuses of the demonic path. They have made great names for themselves in Shang Clan City's battle stage, especially Fang Zheng, people call him Little Beast King, almost having hegemony over the whole battle stage. Why are these two guys here? The temptation of Sancha Mountain's inheritance is too big, they were also attracted by it. Old monster Heishi kicked an iron board, his death was really tragic. Many GU masters watching from the darkness, as they opened their eyes wide in extreme shock and fear. HMPH. Fang Yuan was not satisfied with killing the old monster Heishi. With a shift of his mind, he activated another beast phantom and charged towards a specific shadow. Bam! A huge sound resounded, the demonic GU master hiding in the shadow directly exploded into meat paste by Fang Yuan's attack. Countless demonic GU masters drew in a sharp breath of cold air from the darkness. Jin Cheng'en also died. Little Beast King has a heavy murderous nature, he doesn't let even spectators go. Let's go, let's go. Even the old monster Heishi could not resist their one move, it will be too late if we don't hurry now. Trees shook, stones were lifted up, countless shadows scuttled out, fleeing towards every direction. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing quietly watched this and did not block them. As they got closer to Sancha Mountain, the demonic GU masters they ran into also increased. During ordinary times, one could only occasionally run into these guys. However, Sancha Mountain was like a fragrant honey that attracted all kinds of flies, bees and so on. We have yet to reach Sancha Mountain, but we have seen all kinds of demons and ghosts fighting each other. It is obvious how chaotic the situation over at Sancha Mountain is now. Bai Ningbing's expression was indifferent but her tone was slightly heavy. Several months had already passed since the Three Kings' inheritance appeared on Sancha Mountain. This caused a huge disturbance in southern border. Countless figures appeared one after another and rushed towards there. Righteous path and demonic path fought against each other for a place in the quota to enter the inheritance. Sancha Mountain had already changed into a slaughterhouse. Every day, there was large amounts of lives lost in open fights and schemes. Kill them all, gain notoriety through killing. Kill until these people tremble in fear, only then will they not dare to lightly provoke us. Fang Yuan smiled coldly, his eyes filled with thick killing intent. Fang Yuan was fully aware that reputation was very important when one went outside. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing were living in Shang Clan City all this while. Although their fame had spread, it was mostly limited to within the city. Most people had not heard about Fang and Bai. Killing all that stands in their way, killing to gain fame, this would be an enormous help to Fang Yuan's future plans. Alright, let's continue using breath concealment GU and hide our rank 4 aura. Killing like this is really splendid and very interesting. We can leave deep impressions on others and make them remember us for their whole lives. Bai Ningbing smiled, her blue eyes shone with cold light. Her beauty was like that of a snow fairy, untouched by the mortal world. Her tone, however, was like a bloody, poisonous scorpion, and was filled with terrifying killing intent. Breath-concealing GU was only a rank 3 GU, Fang and Bai were barely able to use it to conceal their rank 4 cultivation. Fang Yuan advanced to rank 4 initial stage and he needed to replace many of his GU. Bai Ningbing was also the same. Three Kings' inheritance has many of the GU I need. As long as I obtain those GU, my set of strength path GU worms will push towards completion. It will also provide me great help in advancing to rank 5 and allow me to dominate the mortal realm. Calculating the time, the Immortal blessed land in central continent should also have opened. Fairy Bai Hu was a rank 6 GU immortal and the inheritance she had left behind is intact. It is many times better than the Three Kings' inheritance. Unfortunately, I am not in central continent. No, even if I were in central continent, I am not a disciple of the 10 great sects and thus cannot participate in the contest at TNT Mountain. Sigh, such a pity. Fang Yuan gazed far away towards the direction of central continent before continuing to move forward. Bai Ningbing was silent as she walked alongside Fang Yuan. The two crossed mountains and charged around everywhere. They would directly kill any demonic GU masters or righteous GU masters they met. Their vicious reputation quickly spread. In Fang Yuan's view, at every stage, there was an appropriate manner to developing oneself. When one was weak, they should keep a low profile and do things secretly, suffering patiently and growing stealthily. When they were strong, they should spread their name and strike when the timing was right, making others feel fear and terror. Sometimes, reputation was a much stronger weapon than strength. Soon, Bai Ningbing realized the advantage of reputation. When they had just started on the journey, the GU masters along the way often tried to make things difficult for them. Just like that old monster Heishi, daring to jump out with just a mere rank 3 cultivation. Fang and Bai were young, moreover Bai Ningbing's stunning appearance caused others to have an impulse to commit crime. Now, however, even though Fang and Bai were using breath concealment GU and hiding their cultivation, their path was unimpeded, saving them a lot of trouble. They had yet to truly reach Sancha Mountain but their evil reputation had already spread till there. Good deeds remain obscured while bad deeds spread over 1,000 miles. Such evil reputation was the fastest to spread. Right now, everyone knew there were two terrifying demonic path rising stars, rank 4 geniuses, killing their way towards Sancha Mountain, two who were very aggressive and easily killed people. This day, they finally reached the foot of Sancha Mountain. Sounds of a fight suddenly came from ahead. Don't come here, don't come. A female GU master shouted with terror all over her face and was faintly gasping, her clothing in rags, revealing her beautiful shoulders and thighs. He, little beauty, quietly obey us. If you resist any more, be careful that I might just slash your pretty face. Don't resist. Let us big brothers give you a taste of euphoria, ha ha ha. The demonic GU master's eyes shone with a wolf-like green light as they continuously charged towards the female GU master. The female GU master resisted with all her might, but she was alone and her strength was not enough. The situation was in full control of the several demonic GU masters. Damn it, damn it. The female GU master bit her full lower lip with her pure white teeth, her face filled with anxiety and terror. She retreated bit by bit, the clothings on her body were slowly cut open. Her smooth legs were exposed and her thick hair was in a mess. As she escaped, her chest bobbed like a white rabbit which provoked the attacking demonic GU masters to let out wolfish howls. Can anyone save me? Can anyone save me? I have 30,000 primeval stones here. The female GU master shouted, her weak voice further stimulate the desire in these GU masters. Nobody moves. This little girl is our 10 tyrants' prey. Wait till our boss comes over. That's right, we don't want the 30,000 primeval stones. We will enjoy this first, the rest of you can take turns later. Gahaha. Some righteous GU masters were just about to make their moves to rescue the girl, but when they heard the name of 10 tyrants, they immediately chose to shrink back. The boss of the 10 tyrants was a rank 4 GU master. Who can save me? Please save me, the female GU master shouted sadly like the lament of a cuckoo. She kept on running, asking for help everywhere, but wherever she went, the GU masters would all retreat and avoid her. Only Fang and Bai stood on their spots, watching indifferently. 2 lords, please, I pray you for mercy, please save me. The female GU master's eyes shone with hope, the weeping beauty ran towards Fang Yuan and pleaded. Where did these 2 brats come from? Mind your own business. We are Nan Mountain's 10 tyrants, you 2 young juniors This can't be. These few demonic GU masters suddenly paled when they recognized Fang and Bai's identity. Although that person is disguising as a male, she is a female. These 2, 1 man and 1 woman, black cloth, black hair and black eyes, white cloth, silver hair and blue eyes, aren't they the recently famous black and white twin demons? The demonic GU masters immediately stopped, they fixed their gazes at Fang and Bai with profound fear. Fang and Bai's reputation were the #1 thing they heard recently. These 2 might be young, but were true geniuses of the demonic path. They were both extremely ruthless and had a murderous nature. Most importantly, they both had rank 4 cultivation. Such cultivation was terrifying. Rank 1 were considered substandard, rank 2 could be said to be lackeys while rank 3 were the main pillars and held their own. Rank 4 were already experts among GU masters, and were the leaders of ordinary clans. Even in 10 tyrants, only their boss was at rank 4 middle stage. As for rank 5, they stood at the peak of the mortal world and were very few in numbers. Even in southern border with hundreds of thousands of mountains and countless heroes, there were only over 100 rank 5 GU masters. Lord Twin Demons, save me, please save me. The female GU master found a way out of her predicament and knelt on the ground in front of Fang and Bai, imploring. The surrounding GU masters all casted their gazes here. These 2 are the black and white twin demons who just recently became famous, they are unexpectedly so young. 10 tyrants against black and white twin demons, one has been famous for a long time while the other are rising stars of the demonic path, this should be interesting. As long as the boss of the 10 tyrants does not show up, they are no match for black and white twin demons. Black and white twin demons got a bargain, getting that beauty for free. PFF'd, Little Beast King will have beauties on his left and right, he really has luck with women. Under everyone's gazes, Fang Yuan took a light step back. Save you, why would I save you? Because of your superficial beauty, or do you think I am a kind person and like helping people? Fang Yuan looked down at the kneeling GU master, his gaze cold and indifferent. The female GU master stupidly raised her head to look at Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan coldly smiled then looked at the 10 tyrants members behind him. You can continue, I won't make a move. I've had such a tedious journey coming here, please do give me a good show. Chapter 338. Chapter 338, Who may err? Hearing Fang Yuan say that, a few members of 10 tyrants showed a softer expression. Next, one of them pounced and kept the female GU master on the ground. The female GU master struggled to no avail, as this member of 10 tyrants laughed and pulled with his demonic palm. Tisk. The silk clothing of the female GU master was torn open, showing her underwear. Such a scene caused the people to howl like a wolf, as the demonic GU masters were very aroused. Many righteous GU masters gritted their teeth secretly. Someone wanted to stop them, but was stopped by another. Don't do anything. There is not only the 10 tyrants here, but also the black and white twin demons, are you courting death? Moreover, that female GU master is not a righteous character. You don't have to involve yourself. Damn, members of the demonic path are truly scum of the world, unscrupulous and shameless. Some GU masters were indignant, clenching their fists. Many female GU masters looked away, shutting their eyes. No, no, I'm begging you, please stop, that female GU master cried out in despair. Bai Ningbing was expressionless, as she stared at Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan was sneering, looking at the scene. My respects to the 2 black and white twin demons. We will report your act of friendship to our boss, since you gave the opportunity to us and merely watched. A GU master of 10 tyrants walked up and cupped his fists towards Fang and Bai, smiling respectfully. The other members walked to the female GU master. One of them spit out some phlegm, cursing, "Little slut, do you think you can seduce the two Lord Black and White twin demons by begging? Naive, stupid. You sure ran fast, next I will make sure you enjoy yourself." He. Another person laughed lecherously, looking extremely perverted. As for the person on top of the female GU master, he was about to attack. At this moment, a pink light appeared from the female GU master's body, and exploded. The male GU master was caught off guard and sent flying. He was like a comet, flying far away, landing after 100 steps away, fainted. What? This female GU master is trying something funny, let's attack together. What guts? You dare to resist us? The other members of the 10 tyrants shouted as they pounced at the female GU master. But the next moment, the pink light flashed again, and intense screams were heard. The members of 10 tyrant were sent flying all together. The pink light displayed the female GU master's overwhelming battle strength. As she had a alluring and evil gaze, the disguise on her was completely removed, showing her true flirtatious appearance. The members of 10 tyrant were lying on the ground, shocked. Who knows what methods she used, causing them to be weak and powerless on the ground, unable to get up. The fierce and evil 10 tyrant members were actually not the female GU master's match. Such a sudden change caused everyone's expressions to change. Many people watched speechlessly, extremely surprised. Only Fang Yuan's expression remained the same, as if he knew all along. The female GU master laughed. After showing her true appearance, her alluring eyes were soul-stealing. A slender body with perfect curves, like a flowering peach in spring, made everyone extremely comfortable. During this period, the members of 10 tyrant got up. Their strength slowly recovered, but even so, the shock on their faces were still apparently. They felt a real rank 4 aura from the female GU master. This female GU master's cultivation was actually rank 4. Numerous people's expressions changed when they found out. Little Beast King, you left a maiden in distress, are you a man? The female GU master looked at Fang Yuan, showing an upset, annoyed expression, causing people greatly pity her. At once, all the males stared at her fixedly. Many GU masters started to be jealous Fang Yuan. If this woman would give them one glance, it was worth dying for. But Fang Yuan had no emotions, his tone was like ice, chilling to the bone. Who may do you think this level of acting can trick me? The female GU master's pupils shrunk. She did not expect Fang Yuan to expose her identity so easily. But she quickly recovered, her lips pouting. To think that my lowly name is known by Lord Little Beast King. It is my great honor, but, before I exposed my true appearance, how did Lord manage to find out? Fang Yuan laughed heartily. Before you showed your true self, I was only guessing. But whether I guessed right or wrong, I have no losses, am I right? Even if Hu Mei was a demonic GU master, upon hearing Fang Yuan's cruel words, her heart chilled. It is actually her. This woman is famous in the demonic path, she is very scary. An expert at disguise, don't be moved by her appearance, she is a demoness that devours people whole, she is completely ruthless. Hu Mei has a broad network, she has slept with many demonic GU masters, why did the 10 tyrants provoke her? 10 tyrants members helped each other up as their faces were pale without a trace of blood. By now, they had already understood, they were obviously toyed by Hu Mei. Hu Mei had rank 4 cultivation, it was easy for her to deal with them. Her earlier disguise and performance was just to toy with them, she was trying to use them to probe and get close to the black and white demons. But Little Beast King had sharp eyes, he actually saw through her disguise. Ha ha ha, Fang Zheng, you are truly heartless but don't be too smug. You two have been too famous these few days, now the entire Sancha Mountain knows that 2 demonic path geniuses are here. Be it righteous or demonic path, many seniors and experts are now trying to test you. You have offended many people, I advise you to stop here. Otherwise, you might lose your life when you ascend the mountain. Hu Mei laughed. Oh, that means, you are the first person sent to test us. Hee, why are you worrying about our safety? As for offending people, the one thing I am not afraid of is offending people. So what if I offend every human alive? Fang Yuan spoke plainly, but his words were chilling. Hu Mei listened as her eyes glowed brightly, showing excitement in her eyes. She laughed while covering her mouth. Well said. What great courage, I like it. Not afraid to offend people. Then let me tell you, you look down on my appearance, that is offending me. In this world, only villains and women are hard to please. I am not only a woman, but also a villain. He, little beast king, let's see who laughs till the end. I hope you can leave the mountain alive. Hu Mei said with a sharp gaze as she turned to leave immediately. Everyone watched her pink dress flutter in the wind, her beautiful appearance as she left, leaving everyone speechless. Hu Mei, Fang Yuan laughed coldly in his heart. This Hu Mei was a demoness in the demonic path. She was very mysterious, no one knew her origins. In his previous life, she was very active, causing problems everywhere, sowing discord, causing fights and disputes wherever she went. She cultivated the enchantment path, specifically, enchanting people. Using her appearance, she controlled many demonic experts, and she had many puppets all over southern border. Among them, there were even rank 5 GU masters. There were even rank 4 GU masters who fought due to jealousy over her. However, others did not know her origins, but Fang Yuan knew. This demoness had a great origin. She was the granddaughter of Granny Manhwa. Granny Manhwa was a rank 6 GU immortal in southern border, occupying the Manhwa blessed land. The demoness seduced men all over southern border, and had a specific interest in young men. In his previous life, 100 years from now, she would gather her force and head to Xiyang Mountain. Nobody knew what happened on the mountain, but the result was, she alone left the mountain. What was worth mentioning was, she ascended the mountain as a rank 4 GU master, but she descended as rank 5 peak stage. This demoness has an unspeakable secret. Right now, she is starting to display her enchantment path and recruiting people. To think that she would develop an interest in me this time. Fang Yuan compared his lives, and exclaimed. He used the advantages of rebirth to grow quickly, and became chosen by Hu Mei. Hu Mei was interested in his potential, and wanted to seduce him into her puppet. But how could that happen? HMPH, in the 500 years of my past life, I had already eliminated my mortal desires. But the enchantment path has its strengths. I cannot be unguarded. Hu Mei must have gone to incite people to find trouble with me. She has the GU from Granny Manhwa. If I want to kill her, I will need ample preparation and isolate that GU from her. I wonder which blind fool would dare to find trouble with me. Fang Yuan analyzed in his heart. Since he could not kill Hu Mei at the moment, he could only deal with the situation step by step. Right now, Hu Mei's enchantment path had not reached greater success. She only had rank 4 GU masters under her charm. As long as they are not rank 5, Fang Yuan had no fear. He was confident that with his experience and this set of GU worms, even if he cannot win, he will not lose. Central Continent, TNT Mountain. Riding the flying crane, Fang Zheng and others traveled days and nights before arriving. Before them, many elite disciples from the other 10 sects had already arrived. It is the people from Immortal Crane sect. Why did Fairy Bai Sha from Heavenly Lotus sect come with Immortal Crane sect? Who is that lad? Fairy Bai Sha is talking so happily with him. I have never seen Fairy Bai Sha speak so nicely to a guy from the same generation before. Fang Zheng and the others' arrival attracted everyone's attention. Bai Sha, you arrived too. Do you know, since our last separation, I have been wanting to meet you again. This time, at the Hu Immortal Inheritance, I expected you to come. Thus, I begged my master to let me come here as well. A young man saw Fairy Bai Sha and quickly came over. Bai Sha was speaking and laughing with Fang Zheng, but upon seeing him, her smile vanished. Chapter 339. Chapter 339, Trouble. Oh, it is Sir Wei. No need to worry. Thanks to young hero Fang Zheng, Bai Sha is safe and sound. Fairy Bai Sha avoided Wei Wusheng's gaze and greeted. Young hero Fang. Wei Wusheng squinted, looking at Fang Zheng who was standing beside Fairy Bai Sha. Hello, I am Immortal Crane Sect's Fang Zheng. Fang Zheng smiled lightly, cupping his fists in greeting, oozing with friendliness. Young hero Fang Zheng, an elite disciple of Immortal Crane Sect, the number 1 in the most recent middle examination. He can control 10,000 cranes. Thanks to these cranes, we could reach TNT Mountain so quickly. Fairy Bai Sha said while looking at Fang Zheng, her face blushing shyly, as her tone carried a faint sweetness. Along the way, she had conversed with Fang Zheng, and felt that they hit it off. Immortal Crane, these are just Ironbeak flying rains, although the number is a little large. Wei Wusheng's eyes shone coldly, feeling extremely angry towards Fang Zheng. He gritted his teeth, greeting Fang Zheng back. Fang Zheng, you are an elite disciple of Immortal Crane Sect. That's great. I've long heard of Immortal Crane Sect's crane manipulation skill, I have always wanted to face off against it. I would appreciate it if you would spar with me. Saying so, Wei Wuxiang took large steps forward, his eyes glowing with overbearingness as he stared at Fang Zheng. Fang Zheng was stunned, as he sensed animosity, feeling absurdity from the issue. Ha ha ha, in his mind, Lord Sky Crane laughed loudly. A beauty's gratitude is the biggest problem, my disciple, the act of saving that little lass Bai Sha has brought you many enemies. This young girl Bai Sha is a great beauty, now that she likes you, you have trouble ahead. This Wei Wuxiang is your first challenger. Huh, likes me, Fang Zheng shouted in his mind. Speaking of love, he felt a deep sorrow in his heart. These years, he had a girl's image deep in his heart. She was immortal, she was very normal, very ordinary, and much inferior to Fairy Bai Sha. But in Fang Zheng's heart, she had an extraordinary cuteness. The times he spent with her were the best memories in Fang Zheng's heart. Unfortunately, she was already dead, no longer in this world. She was Shen Kui, Fang Zheng's former servant. Thinking of Shen Kui, Fang Yuan's heart sank. The girl I liked is dead. Master, you know how hard I've worked these years. My biggest goal is to defeat my brother and take revenge for my ancestors, my uncle and aunt, Shen Kui, Lord Clan Leader, Lord Qing Shu, and fulfill their wishes. Although Guu village was destroyed, the Guu bloodline still exists. Ha ha ha, my foolish disciple, even if that is what you want, this Wei Wuxiang will not let you off. Since you decided to save Fairy Bai Sha, why didn't you realize that? Lord Sky Crane laughed. But I do not want to spar with him. I've heard of this Wei Wuxiang in Immortal Crane Sect. He is a healing Guu master, a rising star in Heaven's Envy Sect, a great aptitude genius. He is most skilled in healing himself, often leaving unscathed after a battle. If I battle him, even if I win, my condition will not be at its peak. It will negatively affect my performance when competing for the Guu Immortal Inheritance. Lord Sky Crane laughed heartily. Don't worry, go ahead and fight. The Hu Immortal Inheritance on TNT Mountain is special. It will not make you compete in terms of battle strength, it is a contest of willpower and determination. With my soul assisting you secretly, you have a great advantage. After pausing for a while, Lord Sky Crane continued, you are still too young, you do not know the usefulness of reputation. Sometimes, reputation is more useful than strength. This is a rare opportunity, defeat these challengers and improve your reputation. Use the flying cranes and don't worry about their deaths. We have lots of cranes in Immortal Crane Sect, even if you use them all, we can return to the sect and replenish your army. Hearing his master say so, Fang Zheng sighed, saying to Wei Wuxiang, since you want to battle, so be it. Excellent, please, Wei Wuxiang sneered, stomping and shooting into the air like lightning. Fang Zheng did not show any weakness, waving his hand and stepping on a flying crane, as 10,000 cranes cried out together, as if greeting their king. Once the battle began, everyone got excited. Boss Fang Zheng, all the best, defeat this sissy from Heaven's Envy Sect. Immortal Crane Sect's elite disciples shouted. Junior brother Wei, teach this lad a lesson. Wei Wuxiang had his supporters. Wei Wuxiang nodded, intense battle intent burning in his eyes. He was the leader of the elite disciples sent by Heaven's Envy Sect this time. Fang Zheng's 10,000 crane group could scare ordinary elite disciples but not him. He had his own trump card. Battle. Wei Wuxiang activated the Guu worms in his body, as his body flashed in the air and vanished. The next moment, the space was torn apart as he traveled through several hundred steps away, directly appearing in front of Fang Zheng. Space-piercing Guu, even Lord Sky Crane was shocked. An intense battle unfolded. At the same time, on Sancha Mountain. In a certain cave, the 10 tyrants gathered. That means, you were all used by Hu Mei to test the black and white demons. The leader of 10 tyrants, Tyrant Hang Mei, muttered. That's right, boss, that demoness tricked us all, and even injured 7th and 10th brother. Boss, you have to avenge us. The second brother of 10 tyrants shouted. Smack, Tyrant Hang Mei slapped. The second brother of 10 tyrant was harshly slapped on his cheeks, his body turning on the spot. Bo boss, he held his face, looking at Tyrant Hang Mei in shock. Heavily injured, that is perfect, as long as they're not dead. You bunch with sperms for brains, control your lower body. I instructed you earlier to mind your actions and words already, do you really think this is still Nan Mountain? Tyrant Hang Mei scolded. Wrong. This is Sancha Mountain. Be it Kong Ri Tian, Long Qing Tian, or Wu Shen Tong, Yi Chong, all of them can kill you like an ant easily. Although you have rank 3 cultivation, what is the most important reason you are able to stay here? Isn't it all due to me? HMPH, this matter is a warning to all of you. I have to tell you, don't find problems with Humayur. This demoness seduces men to their death, she has a wide network. She is involved with Lin Sankai, has rumors with Li Xian, and even Mo Wutian. Tyrant Heng Mei's words shocked the 9 brothers. Lin Sankai was a rank 4 demonic GU master. He was not only skilled in the metal path, but was also an earth path GU master. His metal and earth specialty was renowned through the land. Li Xiao was similarly just as strong. He was not a native of southern border, but came from Eastern Sea. He was an unscrupulous merchant famous among the demonic path members, most skilled at finding opportunities to buy low and sell high. His network and human relationships were wide, many demonic GU masters' loot were sold off by him. As for Mo Wutian, he is even scarier. He inherited a mysterious inheritance of an ancient GU immortal, and was the #1 rising star of the demonic path, an absolute young genius. Be it Lin Sankai, Li Xian, or Mo Wutian, they are all rank 4 GU masters. These famous people are all related to that demoness. The members of 10 Tyrant heard this and went pale, their hearts palpitating with fear. I'll tell you one last time, this is not Nan Mountain. Sigh, I asked you all to use your brains often and learn from mistakes, but you refuse to listen. Sigh, this 3 kings inheritance is not a small matter. Who knows how many formidable characters would show up? Tyrant Heng Mei sighed as he said. The other brothers looked at each other, speechless. Tyrant Heng Mei saw that the time was right, and changed the topic, but no need to worry, on Sancha Mountain now, the rank 4 and 5 GU masters are restraining each other, no one dares to act rashly. We the 10 tyrants of Nan Mountain are not to be trifled with. We cannot take this lying down, let's go, accompany me to find the black and white demons. Boss, you're going personally to find the black and white demons? Someone expressed shock. Boss, you are rank 4 middle stage, a senior of the demonic path, when you were roaming in the world, they were still babies. That's right, boss, we'll go and ask them to come. You giving them an audience is their honor. HMPH, what do you know? Tyrant Heng Mei chided. The black and white demons are so young. The fact that they did not attack you this time means they know of my name, and know how to hold back. But they are youngsters, they love their face. If I put down my ego and go to meet them personally, it is giving them full respect. Next, if I mention working together and come up with a plan to deal with Humayur, they are sure to agree. He. Boss, I understand. You are using them as the vanguard. Boss, you are a genius. This, black and white demons are only around 20 years old, they are too young. Now, they and Humayur are at odds, if they hear your suggestion, they would be extremely thrilled. Once boss plans, it truly is phenomenal. The 10 tyrant members started bootlicking their boss. Ha ha ha, Tyrant Heng Mei laughed loudly, waving his hand. Brother, come with me to visit the black and white demons. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing looked up at Sancha Mountain Peak. This Sancha Mountain has a peculiar design. From the mountain foot, it goes up to 3 hills. Looking from afar, it resembles a fork with 3 tips, pointing at the sky. Above the 3 peaks are the entrances to the 3 kings' inheritance. Every once in a while, the mountain peak would shoot out 3 beams of light, and allow people to enter. Once the number of people reach an amount, the light pillar to vanish, and the entrance would disappear. After that, GU masters who failed to pass through the tests would be thrown out from time to time. Of course, there are also many deaths inside the inheritance every time. There is about 8 days till the next opening of the inheritance. Let's find a place to settle down for now. Fang Yuan gave the surroundings a sweeping gaze as he saw a cave in the middle of the mountain waste. Chapter 340. Chapter 340, Beaten to a Pulp. Sancha Mountain was originally a place no one showed interest towards, and was a place Che clan and Zuo clan had interactions. However, since the inheritance opened, it had become extremely lively and there would be people moving through the forests frequently. Clashes and disputes occurred frequently. Right now it was still relatively peaceful. Every time the light pillar opened, the entry quota was limited. At that time, it would be a scene of carnage at Sancha Mountain. To fight for a chance to enter the inheritance, all the GU masters chose to stay on the mountain. This led to a phenomenon. The stronger the GU masters, the closer towards the mountain peak they stayed. This caused them to be in a favorable position when the inheritance appeared, since they could much easily rush towards it. The cave Fang Yuan chose was on the middle of the mountain. From the traces around the cave, there was clearly someone living in it. Sure enough, When they got near the cave, a loud and clear voice was transmitted from within the cave. This is my, Meng Quang's, territory. Get lost, or else you will die a violent death. Ha ha ha, Meng Quang, what crap is that? This place is pretty good, I have taken a liking to it, get lost. Fang Yuan laughed outside the cave and issued an ultimatum. Screw your gr*nd mother, you want it the hard way. Since you are looking to die, then don't blame me for being ruthless. Following the voice, a burly man walked out of the cave. His upper body was bare, he was wearing a worn-out hemp-knitted shorts, cyan snake scales covered his whole body, his face was covered with long beard, blood veins showed on his eyes, and his black hair fell down his head in disarray. He walked out of the cave looking like a furious fiend. Two blind fools Meng Quang looked at Fang and Bai, he was cursing with his rough voice when suddenly his pupils shrunk and his jaw opened wide. His gaze revealed a bewildered expression. You two, could you be the black and white twin demons? What do you think? Bai Ningbing laughed faintly, her blue eyes flashing with killing intent. Meng Quang only felt chills rising from his back and spreading over his body in seconds. Black and white twin demons were rank 4 GU masters, while he was only at rank 3 upper stage. Moreover, he had heard about how these two killed without blinking their eyes, and how cruel their methods were. Damn it, I have been hiding here without doing anything, what did I do to deserve this? This really is misfortune dropping from the sky, Meng Quang's thoughts were in disorder. In an instant, the vicious face suddenly changed, the raised eyebrows drooped, the wide-opened eyes narrowed down to a slit, the bent corner of his lips immediately rose up into a smile, he did everything he could to show his goodwill. It is my greatest fortune in this life for both lords to take a liking to my cave. Meng Quang bent his back and rubbed his hands, giving a flattering smile towards Fang and Bai. His body was tall and robust, but when he shrunk down and bent his back, his original rampant domineering aura immediately disappeared into oblivion. This matched with his boorish appearance was simply like a clown fiesta. You are sensible, you can get lost now. Fang Yuan waved his hand. Yes. Meng Quang seemed to have received an amnesty as he slipped out and immediately ran far away. After forcing out Meng Quang, Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing entered the cave together. The cave was already arranged properly by Meng Quang and they did not need to waste their energy to make any arrangements. Sancha Mountain is filled with danger, we will take turns to stay guard at night for the next 8 days. If one sleeps, the other must be awake. Fang Yuan warned Bai Ningbing. Naturally, Bai Ningbing nodded. Wei Meier won't leave it at that, we will be facing constant troubles in these 8 days. However, it is also good that these people are sending themselves to us, we can establish our might and that matches with our intention. Fang Yuan had just finished saying this when a voice came from outside the cave. Are black and white twin demons inside? I am Tyrant Heng Mei, I have long looked forward to meeting you two. This time, I especially came in to pay a visit. Tyrant Heng Mei, isn't he the boss of 10 tyrants? I heard he is very cruel, cultivates strength path, likes to eat little children's flesh and has spread fear over Nanshan. Bai Ningbing glanced at Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan sneered inside, he had planned to go find trouble with this Tyrant Heng Mei, but to think the latter actually dropped in himself. The two walked out of the cave and looked at the 8 people standing outside the cave. At the front was a robust body, bare and flat chest, black chest hair growing all over his chest. A dense aura of rank 4 middle stage was let out from all over his body. However, this demonic path's figure famous for his savageness was wearing a smile right now. When he saw Fang and Bai, he immediately cupped his hands and one could only take him as an elegant black bear at first glance. To think the black and white twin demons had such large background. Tyrant Heng Mei had intentionally spoken in a loud voice and attracted the attention of many nearby GU masters. Even Tyrant Heng Mei came to pay a visit to them personally. Many were surprised. Fortunately, I ran out. When did Tyrant Heng Mei become so polite? Meng Quang still had not run far away, right now he touched his chest and felt the lingering fear. Tyrant Heng Mei, it is good you came, I was just about to visit you. Fang Yuan responded. Tyrant Heng Mei's smile became even deeper, thinking Fang Yuan was going to pay a visit to him. But who knew Fang Yuan's next words immediately caused his smile to stiffen. I heard you are also a strength path GU master, let's enjoy a battle of life and death and determine who is stronger. I, Fang Zheng, am walking the strength path and am going to become the number 1 in the strength path. Hand over your life. Finished speaking, Fang Yuan activated his GU and directly launched an assault at Tyrant Heng Mei. What? Tyrant Heng Mei came back to his senses, he was startled and also furious. He had broken the tradition and came to pay a visit, but to think this, Fang Zheng, was an ungrateful guy and attacked him without saying anything further. What kind of person is this? Is this still a person? The nerves in his brain are jumbled up, right? Fang Yuan did not care about his thoughts as he charged quickly towards Tyrant Hang Mei. All-out effort Gu. Without saying any words, he directly attacked. Grr! A brown bear phantom appeared from behind him. Violent strength Gu. Tyrant Hang Mei opened his eyes with anger, he did not dodge put his arms up to block head-on. With the activation of violent strength Gu, his body enlarged and increased his strength sharply. Bam! Fang Yuan fiercely smashed into Tyrant Hang Mei, sending the latter back by 5 steps while he, himself, bounced back from the terrifying strength. Tyrant Hang Mei was at rank 4 middle stage and commanded the other 9 members of 10 tyrants. He had lorded over Nan Mountain for many years and had deep foundations. HMPH. Little Beast King, I gave you face but you don't know what's good for you. Tyrant Hang Mei shouted, but he did not take the initiative to attack. He was at rank 4 middle stage and knew he was stronger after crossing one move with Fang Yuan since the latter was only at rank 4 initial stage. However, there was not only one rank 4 on the scene, there was also Bai Ningbing who was standing there. Tyrant Hang Mei was sure of winning against Fang Zheng, but it would be very difficult for him to fight against two. Tyrant Hang Mei, why are you being so careful? Bai Ningbing, you deal with the others, Tyrant Hang Mei is mine. Fang Yuan laughed loudly and shrugged his shoulders before charging towards Tyrant Hang Mei again. I will give you 5 minutes, if you can't finish it by then, I will take over. Bai Ningbing slightly raised her brows, her blue eyes flashing with sharp light. Boastful juniors. Hearing Fang and Bai's casual conversation, Tyrant Hang Mei felt his anger was about to burst out. He had a violent temperament, he already outdid himself by maintaining his patience till now. Knowing that the situation was hard to improve, he threw away his other thoughts and let the murderous aura in his mind surge forth. Fight. 2 sides collided. Fang Yuan against Tyrant Hang Mei while Bai Ningbing suppressed the remaining members of the 10 tyrants. It was a chaotic battlefield. Boulders were smashed, mountain creeks ran dry, caves collapsed, and there were sounds of thunder-like explosions. Tyrant Hang Mei became more fearful. Fang Yuan possessed bitter strength Gu, his strength and fighting strength grew the more injuries he suffered. When he crossed moves against Fang Yuan just before, he had thought the so-called Little Beast King was no more than that. Reaching the halfway stage, his expression turned grave. And when Fang Yuan burst out with 6 beast phantoms at the same time, Tyrant Hang Mei's face lost color. This Little Beast King, how could he be so strong? Not only is his Gu worm combination superior to mine, he also has plentiful battle experience. How did he live to have such skillful and ruthless moves? There is not even a shadow of a young person in him. He is simply a 100-year-old monster. No wonder he acts so overbearingly. With such strength, even I would have no worries in acting like this. I have failed bad this time. I must retreat. Fang Yuan met frontal attacks with swift and fierce strikes, like a fierce tiger leaving the mountain or a flood dragon overturning the seas. Tyrant Hang Mei was gasping and his energy and blood were in disorder from Fang Yuan's attacks. The main point was, every time Fang Yuan suffered injuries, he would become stronger. Now, Tyrant Hang Mei was already not able to continue fighting against Fang Yuan. If Fang Yuan became even stronger, that would be too horrible. Every time Tyrant Hang Mei thought of this, his fighting spirit decreased by a little. As the fight continued, he did not dare to attack at all. There were clear opportunities to attack Fang Yuan, but he started hesitating. What should I do, attack or not? With such thoughts, how could he fight well? Tyrant Hang Mei was slowly falling into a passive situation. Fang Yuan, however, had let go of all his apprehension, his attacks were like the tides, coming waves after waves, continuous and endless. Beast phantoms flashed one after another in the air, there would be violent sounds every time Fang Yuan attacked. The explosive sounds came again and again, all the people who heard it felt their hearts throb in fear. What kind of fierce offense is this? Even a formidable senior like Tyrant Hang Mei is not Fang Zheng's match. Fang Zheng is clearly at rank 4 initial stage but he is suppressing the middle stage Tyrant Hang Mei. Little Beast King. Many people were secretly observing the battle and thought over this nickname of Fang Yuan. Who is the tyrant here? Meng Kuang felt quite helpless. He could tell Fang Yuan was more brutish and more unreasonable than Tyrant Hang Mei. The fiendish Tyrant Hang Mei paled in comparison to Fang Zheng. Fang Zheng, don't go too far. Tyrant Hang Mei spurted out blood, his chest, arms and legs were all completely fractured. He wanted to retreat, but Fang Yuan had already seen through his plan. Bai Ningbing killed the other members of the 10 tyrants and firmly locked him down. Howl howl howl, howl howl howl. Fang Yuan pointed his finger, 6 large beast phantoms turned into solid forms and fell down from the sky, submerging Tyrant Hang Mei. Bam! A loud sound echoed and dust scattered everywhere. Tyrant Hang Mei was beaten to a pulp, his internal organs and bone fragments splattered over the ground. Gasp! Countless sharp inhaling noises could be heard from the surroundings.